Hey, Pardon My Take listeners, you can find every episode on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Prime members can listen ad-free on Amazon Music. On today's Pardon My Take, Chris Bosh and DK Metcalf. Twofer for the people. We talk NBA Finals with Chris Bosh, whether this actually counts, Lebron, all types of stuff, his new music. And then we have DK, our friend DK, on to talk about fumbling at the goal line, and also fumbling at the goal line.
And getting sewered by me
and fumbling at the goal line.
On Twitter, and his new music.
And his new music. We have NBA Finals, MLB playoffs, little Monday Night Football wrap-up, hot seat, cool throne, and Guys on Chicks, a packed show for you on a Wednesday. And we're brought to you by the Cash App. We're always in the Cash App studio. We love the Cash App. The Cash App is our favorite app in the entire world. Go download it right now. Use code Barstool. You get $10 for free, $10 to the ASPCA. When you use that Cash App, you can send money to your friends. You can link it directly to your bank account. It is super easy to use. The Cash App is the best app out there. We would kiss the Cash App if it were a real person.
I'm going to kiss
with consent first.
I'm going to kiss my Cash App right now, actually.
Yeah, kiss the Cash App, PFT.
Open up my phone.
Download it. Use code Barstool. $10 for free, $10 to the ASPCA. Do it. Download the Cash App from the App Store. Oh, and he's kissing the Cash App from the App Store or Google Play Store today and get involved with the Cash App. Let's go. I thought you had one more kiss in you.
It's Pardon My Take, presented by Barstool Sports.
Welcome to Pardon My Take, presented by the Cash App. Go download it right now. Use code Barstool. You get $10 for free, $10 to the ASPCA. Today is Wednesday, October 7th, and the Heat are dead.
Not dead yet.
The Heat
no.
Heatdead.
It is... It's unseasonably cool. The Heat's not dead yet. We could have another heat wave come back. I think that if they win the next game, I think that they might make it to Game 6.
They gave it their all. They tried very, very hard. Valiant effort from Bam to come back from injury.
There's no way that he's 100%. No way.
But they didn't count on the Lakers' best player,
the referees,
Kentavious Caldwell-Pope.
Okay, and the referees as well.
Yeah, the refs, whatever. I mean, the Lakers get every call. You just got to know that.
They also didn't count on Mark Jackson breaking out the best call, maybe in the history of sports. Not all heroes wear capes. No, it was not. No, that would have been great. What he actually said was, a hero isn't just a sandwich.
Oh, nice.
Even better.
I actually like that. He zigged on us.
Yep.
We didn't expect that. But yeah, I don't know, man. This is the Heat. It's unfortunate because I'm not going to make excuses and say that this doesn't count as a finals win for LeBron, but you got to think that if Dragic played this game, Heat would probably win.
Absolutely.
I mean, we can all agree on that.
And not to mention Bam out there with one arm.
And it's not fair to have KCP all of a sudden be good, right? Like, that's not cool.
Also, I think
LeBron got hit in his dick. Like, dude, we've seen your dick. Remember
and it's October.
Us? And it's October. Hank?
There are no fans there.
No fans. It's October. Who cares? It is October. All right. So
also, LeBron's very rested, having taken the 10 seconds off prematurely in the last game.
Yes.
So you get a very
load
fresh LeBron.
Management is what they call that. And LeBron, look, here's where it's illegal to me. LeBron, you can't just start making your free throws. That was a joke we had. We were going with it. You missed your free throws now. You sucked at free throws. Now he's all of a sudden making them. I feel robbed of some joy there. Also, just one last spin zone on this game. Looking at the Lakers roster, you had all the starters plus minus. Anthony Davis was plus 17. Dwight Howard plus 3. Danny Green +5, KCP +8, LeBron James -2.
We're not cherry picking that. That's an actual stat.
Are the Lakers better without LeBron?
That's what many are asking.
I don't know. If you put in Rondo instead of LeBron, he's a +8. They probably win by 100. Either way, it was a good game though. Like the Heat, they tried. Good job, good effort. Good job, good effort.
That's what Magic Johnson actually said. I think it was like last Friday night. He said like that was a solid performance by the Heat in a loss.
All right, Jake, we'll give you 30 seconds to tell us how you feel about your Heat. It's a big night for Jake. He had the Heat die at the end. He's got the Yankees losing their pinstripes. It's bad night.
Not Giancarlo Stanton.
Oh, Giancarlo Stanton hit a ball to the fucking moon. That guy, when he hits home runs, like he and Aaron Judge, when they get a hold of one, it's awe-inspiring. So there are 2 on, no out in the top of the 9th right now as we record this. Quickly, Jake, give us something about the Heat.
They are not dead yet. We're going to hear from Chris Bosh in a little bit. He believes in the culture. He did say they were going to win Game 4. They didn't. They did not. However, they're going to win this series in 7 games.
Nothing would make me happier, my darling Jake.
If LeBron blew a 3-1 lead,
that would be something.
We would never forget that.
Then these would be the most important playoffs of the world. Mm-hmm. We'd all agree, right?
Oh, absolutely, yes.
All right, so baseball. We're going to do more NBA Finals with Chris Bosh in a sec. Baseball, in a plot twist that I didn't see coming. I think as a podcast minus Jake, because Jake plays the game the right way, we all came to an independent thought today. Mm-hmm. Legitimately. Like, I was down in Dallas, so I wasn't even here. I came back. I had this conversation with someone earlier, and then I came back. You guys were having this conversation. I think we're going to root for the Astros.
I'm 100% rooting for the Astros. The bad guys.
I hated that Correa quote, and I was like, fuck these guys. But now that they've won a couple, and they're starting to hit dingers like they did, like George Springer had 2 today. I think Correa had 2 the other Monday. It would make so many people angry.
Yes.
And so many Yankee fans angry, and so many Dodgers. Like, it would make so many people angry that I think we have to root for that now.
I think they're cheating again, which is what I said they should do when they got caught. They should just do the exact same thing they did last year. Right now is the time where nobody's going to expect them to be cheating. They're like, oh, the Astros, they learned their lesson. They're afraid of surely they won't install another buzzer system using vibrators that they keep between their butt cheeks when they step up to the plate. No, I think that they are cheating, and I am all for it. I hope that it's Yankees-Astros, and I hope they beat the Yankees, and then I hope they play against the Dodgers. At that point, I'm not sure if I'm going to root for the Astros or the Dodgers, but I'm probably going to root for the Astros.
Yeah, it's one of those ones where in theory, it's funny. Here's where I'll land on this. I want the Astros to get to the World Series. I do not want them to win, because then you got to think about the other side of this fence here. Soon as we get to the other side, then Astros fans are going to be insufferable and be like, yeah, well, we deserve it. We're the best. We didn't even need to cheat this time. We can't have that.
Well,
so I want them to bother everyone and then ultimately lose, so then we can shit on them again. That is the perfect arc.
I agree with that. The only thing I disagree with is the crown that I'll get to wear as a Nats fan if we're the team that disrupted the Astros dynasty.
Yeah.
If we are
2 isn't... I guess if
two out of three,
they would have won.
Yeah, they would have won
2 out of 3 isn't
we broke
really
up.
A
we
dynasty.
broke them up
3 in a row. Yeah,
I would. Yeah, we stopped them from becoming the team of the decade.
I don't want them to win. I don't want them to win the World Series. I want them to beat the Yankees, and then I want them to like Kershaw to like throw a perfect game against them.
Does the commissioner hand them the trophy?
I want Slam Diego to win.
Yeah, Slam Diego will be fun. But is there a ceremony where the commissioner has to hand the trophy to the Astros?
Probably.
That would be very, very funny if he had to do that. He awards them with an extra DH to use next season.
Yeah, listen, the Astros are pissing people off, and I like that.
Yep.
But yeah, I don't want them to go all the way because Astro fans, and you know what the worst part is? Astros fans are also James Harden fans.
Not all
and
of
analytics fans.
Not all
and
of them.
nerdball fans.
They're not all numbers
I can't do
fans.
that. They had their one. They had their one. Okay, and also the one that you can then always argue was tainted will then be tainted.
You're right. They won't have an.
They will taint the taint.
They won't have a legitimate.
Too many taints.
Yeah, too many taints.
No. I'm saying like if they win if they win without cheating,
yes,
they can claim the taint isn't real.
Yes,
so I don't want that. I don't want that.
I'm still up in the air. If it's Slam Diego, I'm rooting for them.
Yep.
If it's the Dodgers, are you telling me that you're not going to root for an epic Clayton Kershaw meltdown in the playoffs?
No, man. He's at the end, man. At some point, you kick a guy so much, you just want to see him get back up. Everyone loves a redemption story. You know what I mean? Like, at the end.
Like the Astros.
Yeah, good point, Hank.
No, at the very end, you do want, like Tiger winning the Masters, or like you want the guy.
Virginia basketball.
Yeah, I mean, that one I don't care about. But, yeah, sure.
The Lightning winning the Stanley Cup after apologizing.
That one. Exactly. Everyone remembers where they were when the Lightning won the World. No, the Virginia's good. Virginia's a good call. But you want that's what America does.
Patriots after Deflategate.
Yep.
Okay. That's what America does, though. We beat people down, and then we lift them back up. Mm-hmm. And then when they get too good again, we beat them back down again.
Marion Barry.
Yeah, perfect.
Yep.
Exactly. All right. What are you laughing about, Hank? What are you going to say?
I'm not.
Say it, Hank.
No. Say it.
Oscar Pistorius.
Oh, I thought you were going to say
the Challenger.
I wasn't going to say
space shuttle program.
I wasn't going to say that for the record.
NASA's back.
I was not going to say that.
Oh my God.
I was not going to say that.
Back and better than ever.
Yeah. Okay, let's recap some Monday Night Football. Oh, should we first talk about our friend Bill O'Brien losing 2 jobs on Monday?
3 jobs.
Offensive
coordinator as well.
They never announced that he lost offensive coordinator.
That's true. They said that they fired GM and head coach Bill O'Brien. Right. But he might stick around. At the very least, Bill O'Brien left some things behind in the office that he can come back and collect gradually over the course of the next 4 weeks. One more thing, Romeo. You might want to add this into the game plan.
It would be hilarious if they were
trade JJ.
If they were doing Zoom installs and he was just popping in. Zoom crashing.
Change the passwords.
Yeah.
They did the thing where they let him talk to the press. I like that. That's like a new trend.
Classy.
Ron Rivera, they did that with him when he left the Carolina Panthers.
Yep.
Bill O'Brien. I think it's just like if you've been with the team for longer than it's actually like if you took over the team when they really stunk and then you got them to the playoffs at least once,
right,
and stayed there for 5 years, they let you say goodbye.
The famous Ron Rivera when he said we won the NFC South 3 years in a row and failed to mention that one of those years I think they went 7-8-1.
They won the NFC South.
They won the NFC South. But Bill O'Brien has been fired. You have to think that if he had just done the play calling move like 2 weeks earlier, he might have been able to save his job. I also think there's I can't remember who said it, but someone was like, I think he might have I think he might have been calling the plays like 2 weeks ago, but waited to announce it till the Vikings game so he could take credit against a bad defense.
Yeah.
So he was waiting, and then if they had like pulled off an upset against the Steelers, he'd been like, who's calling the plays? Me. Instead, he did it with the Vikings game to publicly come out and be like, hey, guess what, guys? The schedule's about to get softer. I'm about to start calling the plays. We're going to start winning football games. He forgot the winning football games part. And now we are back to my favorite storyline in the world. Deshaun Watson deserves better.
Yeah, do you think
everyone's feeling bad?
Do you think he's going to come back? Do you think that DeAndre Hopkins is going to come back to Deshaun?
That would be funny.
Just, hey,
DeAndre
man, okay, now that this is over, I can come back.
Yeah, this junkyard Kyle Shanahan bitch, Cliff Kingsbury, I'm done with him.
So we are back to the whole notion of like Deshaun deserves better, but my other favorite storyline is interim head coaches. And Romeo Crennel is technically their interim head coach. He doesn't do it for me as an interim head coach. Like you want your interim head coach. It's actually like the 5-year anniversary of Tony Sparano bearing the football today.
Yep.
When he was the Raiders interim head coach. And you want your interim guy to come in and light a spark. Romeo, there's nothing about Romeo that screams spark. I think he's the oldest head coach in the NFL right now. His motivational trick is like, okay, everybody has to get a library card.
I'm going to nap.
Tell me what you read at the start of next meeting.
We're going to have some nap time in the middle of the afternoon. You're right, though. The interim head coach is the best case scenario is the guys love him so much that he becomes the head coach, Freddie Kitchens.
Yeah.
He wasn't the interim head coach, but you know what I mean. Like the guys, cape for him so much that they're like, you got to make him head coach, and then that always fails. Mm-hmm. But, you want him, Dan Campbell playing Metallica, dressing the Dolphins in all black. Mm-hmm. Coach O at USC and LSU was legendary, who then he became the LSU head coach. That's what you aspire for. Yes. Romeo Crennel They're just playing out the string, and it's early to play out the string.
Yes. You want your interim head coach to be the substitute teacher that has an open carry license. Mm-hmm. Romeo Crennel is the substitute teacher that comes in and just like falls asleep at the desk.
Yeah. And then like every now and then wakes up and yells at someone.
Yeah.
Been like, you better stop fucking around back there, and then falls back asleep.
Romeo's going to wheel in the TV cart that we all saw back in elementary school, put on Bill Nye the Science Guy, and fall asleep when he turns the lights out.
And one of the kids is going to like steal the remote and turn off the TV, and Romeo's going to lose it trying to figure out what's going on.
Yeah. So
technology's not his strong suit. What were you going to say, Jake?
Not only the oldest head coach right now via NFL research, the oldest person to coach a game in the history of the NFL at 73.
Wow! I feel like Bill Parcells still got one more run in him.
What do you think about Jeff Fisher? Bring Jeff Fisher to Houston, have him move the team to Tennessee, and then move the team to LA.
I like that.
The Los Angeles Texans.
Too bad for Bill O'Brien. I'm going to miss that chin. He's going to go somewhere. Another notch on Bill Belichick's I'll let you free, and then you can fuck up a franchise belt.
Yes, this was actually his masterpiece.
Yeah.
It was like they got a great quarterback. They have probably the best wide receiver in the NFL. Bill, I need you to trade away Deshaun Watson. I need you to trade away DeAndre Hopkins to the NFC for me.
Yes, ruin it. So that was the Bill O'Brien news. We had Monday Night Football, double Monday Night Football, which was very confusing.
By the way, hey, real quick, it just dawned on me right now. This timing makes no sense to fire Bill O'Brien.
No,
it makes absolutely no sense because you're gonna let him trade away your franchise's best player, then you're gonna give him 4 games and then fire him after that.
Wait. You're under the assumption that the Texans are like a franchise that does smart things.
That's true. I'm just saying.
So in my mind, it makes perfect sense. This is exactly what a dumb franchise would do. Let their coach become their GM in a power struggle, have him wreck everything, and then fire him 4 games in the season.
That's true. That's
like,
exactly
we're not
what
talking about the Steelers
right.
or the Patriots or the Seahawks. We're talking about the Houston Texans.
The other thing,
this makes sense.
I think I realized also what's pissing me off about this is that it's thrown off the whole timetable of when we expect bad coaches to be fired.
Yes.
It's so early. People are saying like Dan Quinn after that loss, he's going to get fired before he gets on the plane. No. These firings happen either in the bye week or like week 10 at the early.
It's like after Thanksgiving. I saw a tweet today about Dan Quinn, and it was a report from a Falcons beat reporter, and he said, according to my sources, Dan Quinn is not expected to be fired today.
Okay.
That's when you know you're in trouble.
Yeah.
When they're now reporting on days you don't get fired.
He's doing the key card update. Dan Quinn accessed the Atlanta Falcons.
Nothing about tomorrow.
Today.
Nothing about tomorrow. But today, Tuesday, Dan Quinn kept his job.
If I may, I think that Dan Quinn will be just fine. He said after the game, and I'm paraphrasing here probably, no one's more upset than I am. I'm going to take a long look in the mirror. It starts and it ends with me.
Oh, there you go.
I'm in full evaluation process from the top down, and we're looking forward to getting this thing turned around because we've got a great team. They deserve better. The fans deserve better. So it starts with me. Again, I'm looking into the mirror.
And you know what? The Falcons, they're going to probably, I'm going to look up their schedule real quick, but they're probably going to play for Dan Quinn's job. I'll say something nice about the Falcons. They were trying on Monday Night Football. They weren't a dead football team. Now, Matt Ryan, he's starting to see ghosts. There's a couple plays where you're like, what is he looking at? But they still have all those first rounders. All right, so the Falcons play the Panthers, the Vikings, the Lions, the Panthers, the Broncos.
Okay.
They could start.
Yeah.
Look, if you want to talk about schedule fucked, They started the season against the Seahawks, which some may say is the second, third best team in the league. Mm-hmm. They lost in that crazy game against the Cowboys. They lost in that crazy game against the Bears.
3-1 Bears.
And then they played against the Packers, who some may say is the top 3 team in the league. So you want to talk about schedule fuck? The Falcons are up there for it. I think Dan Quinn might keep his job. I think he might rattle off enough wins to get to 8-8 and keep this goddamn job.
The next 5 games that you just mentioned right there, they seem all winnable.
They could go. Well, what's one of my 3 things that I'm going to do this year? Respect Teddy Bridgewater more. So
that's right.
They're not going to beat the Panthers.
Okay.
But Vikings, Lions, Panthers twice, and Broncos. That feels like we could be sitting here halfway through the season and could be like, the Falcons are 3-5,
and they're heating up. They're on a roll. Yeah, I think
Right.
I think Dan Quinn maybe spend less time looking in the mirror, more time looking at opponents' running backs in the flat.
That would work.
That would be nice if they could guard a running back who's very obviously about to catch a pass and scoot for a 4-yard first down.
Yes, I'm also so that game. I mean, Aaron Rodgers just decided he's going to be an MVP again. I'm so fucking sick of this shit.
The hard count's back.
Hard count's back.
And he's messing with people. He's getting cocky with it. His hard count this week, he said hard count instead of hike.
Yeah,
Because he knows everyone's listening. Are you okay?
I got
you
a frog in my
You got
throat.
the cocoa?
no, I got I got a frog in my
That's
throat.
usually Billy's territory. Be deep throating toads.
I'm good.
You okay?
Yes, good.
Just don't let it finish.
Yes,
But yeah.
ribbit.
Aaron Rodgers psyching people out with a hard count.
And this
Looked
fucking
real good.
Tanyan guy, get out of here, man. The Packers don't do this, Packers. The Packers are, and I know it's because of Aaron Rodgers and not the receivers, but they are the number one team of let's just throw random dudes out there and they'll just ball out.
Well, it was funny because Aaron Rodgers was laughing, and people were like, "Why is he laughing so much?" It's because it's a big joke to him that he's able to complete touchdown passes to his tight end.
Yes.
He never has a good tight end.
That game also, there's nothing more demoralizing than I've never seen an overkiller quite like that sequence of events where the Packers got stopped 4th and goal on the 1, and then the Falcons went on a 10-minute, 20-play field goal drive.
And it was a 94-yard drive,
Just
right?
sucked the life out of everything.
Yeah, that was tough.
It
You
really
knew it was
did.
over. I also had the over on that one.
So the other game, the Chiefs-Patriots, this was like a glimpse into an alternate reality of what would happen if Bill Belichick didn't have a quarterback. Because holy shit, Brian Hoyer, there was a Yabo for the Rays there. Brian Hoyer, I'll say some nice things about Brian Hoyer. He's not afraid to stay in the pocket, even while he's getting sacked. And there's a rush in front of him.
And he has no timeouts.
And he has no timeouts. He's fearless.
He is cool under pressure
His
back there.
internal clock, it just never expires.
He does not see ghosts. Ever.
No. He sees the player in front of him sacking him.
Yes.
And he's still like, I can get out of
He's
this.
Bruce Willis at the start of The Sixth Sense
Yes.
for the first 5 minutes.
So that game, Hank, like it was the Patriots. That was a winnable game. Did we ever get an explanation on the Patrick Mahomes turnover? Was it Belichick was complaining and missed it because?
No, the ref report or whatever came out today, and they said that they called him down because he was getting sacked.
But you could hear there wasn't a whistle.
Right.
And credit to Dave Tobe, who
So Belichick couldn't challenge it.
Oh, okay. He couldn't challenge it. So Dave Tobe, though, who's like the best special teams coach in the league, he used to coach the Bears when they had Hester in that run. But I've never seen a punt get off faster. That thing, you blinked and that punt was off.
Yeah, and Belichick was like out on the field, took off both of his masks to yell at the refs about that one. He was pissed off. I don't blame him for being mad, but I will say Stidham has a great handoff. His handoffs look crisp.
Nice handoff.
The eyeball test, he passed it. Quarterback controversy, New England?
I mean, Stidham, it's one of those things where it's like you can't really judge a guy until he at least starts a few games. Like if you're coming in as the backup, it's not really a fair sample size. I don't think.
Can we also? I know I ranted about this. I think last week when Matthew Berry tweeted that 31 teams passed on Cam Newton, which was crazy to say. But this the Patriots were thinking about starting Jarrett Stidham over Cam Newton. No, they
That was
weren't.
like Boston radio.
No, they weren't. Bill Belichick was playing mind games with everyone. That
was primetime Corona when there was no sports going on and there was nothing to talk about.
But that's a credit to Belichick and the coaching job that he's done in his entire career, where the fastest way for a guy to get hype is for Belichick to draft you in the late rounds as a quarterback.
Well, so I think
Ryan Mallett,
yeah,
Matt Castle, you just name all these guys. Brian Hoyer. You can name any guy who he drafts, and everyone's like, "Ooh, what did he see that we didn't see?" No, they probably just stink.
I think Brian Flores was a coach that before the season started wouldn't even acknowledge that Cam was going to be the starting quarterback. He was like, "I think they're going to have an open competition.
Yeah.
Those other guys are pretty good." That's another classic. That's Belichick telling his former disciple what to say to the media to gas up Hoyer a little bit.
Jacoby Brissett.
But Brissett, it is the greatest
Jimmy Garoppolo.
The greatest job you can have in all of sports is to be like a fifth rounder that gets drafted by Bill Belichick. Because smart by him, he always it feels like he takes a quarterback every other year, which smart organizations do that. But he instantly gets bumped up to a second rounder just by I mean, it happens all the time with trades, too. If Belichick does a trade, everyone's like, well, that guy's washed up.
There's got to be something about it. Yeah.
He's in everyone's head.
Yeah, and so, like, Mohamed Sanu, they picked him up last year, and everybody was like, "This is what a classic Belichick find." I think Mohamed Sanu's been cut by 2 teams since the Patriots cut him. So, yeah, everyone thinks automatically you go there's something about you. Like, Bielema is going to get a job soon. Or is he on the Giants now?
He's on the Giants. Remember,
so
he had to run.
You're right. He had to run laps.
Had to run sprints with Joe Judge.
My only concern about Cam is that they're doing all the contact tracing and testing of the other Patriots. 0 other New England Patriots besides Cam have tested positive.
Not true.
Oh, one did today. Bill Murray.
Squad. Yeah, Bill
practice
Murray.
Squad.
He's everywhere.
Hilarious. No starters. Nobody on the offense has tested positive. Is that indictment on Cam Newton's leadership?
Ooh.
Because you know that if Tom Brady had corona when he was in New England, Julian Edelman would be the one like driving him around outside the hospital without a mask on, waving to his fans. He would test positive within 30 seconds of Tom Brady testing positive.
I'd love to see what concoction Alex Guerrero would come up with to cure corona for Tom Brady.
Hose water. Like, we drank it as a kid.
Eat this nickel.
Yeah,
have some cabbage and some hose water.
Yeah, I'm gonna make a broth out of loose change in my pockets, and we're gonna add in some Eye of Newt, and I'm gonna
give you a deep tissue massage in your throat.
I'm gonna need every tomato in New England exported to the state of New York. I can't have tomatoes within 3 states of making this broth.
Alex Guerrero has definitely pulled Tom Brady aside during the pandemic, been like, "Hey, man." I'm loyal to you first, and I'm here to do a job for you. But if they call upon me to find a vaccine for this coronavirus, I got one. Mm-hmm. He's like, I'm not going to put my hand up. But if they ask me, I can fix this thing.
It's just drink a lot of water.
Yeah.
You need to double your water
Positive
intake.
thoughts.
Yeah.
Positive thoughts and water.
Wear a copper undershirt to bed, and then sleep with this crystal underneath your pillow.
Oh, man. All right, so that was Monday Night Football, the double Monday Night Football.
I love the 2 planes that the Patriots took, too. It's like, this is the sick plane.
This is the death plane.
Yeah, this is Spirit Airlines, and then this is the real plane.
This is JetBlue. I have to admit something. In a moment that I'm having more and more dad moments, but when this kickoff started at 8:50, I audibly said, "This is too late for me."
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't know what those 30 minutes did, but I was like, I watched the whole game, but I still said, I was like, Jesus Christ, it's fucking late.
Well, I think it was because the Patriots game had started and ended, and you're like, oh, this is 7 o'clock.
Right.
It's over at 9:30. Like, this is awesome.
It was it's every father in America. Any game that starts past 8 o'clock, they're just like, no, too late.
Dad strength expires when the sun goes down.
It's not. Maybe wake up in the 4th quarter on the couch and be like, what happened? Okay, got it.
I do think it was a good game for the Chiefs to win ugly. They proved that they can win a game where they don't look like their offense is unstoppable.
This is what the Chiefs are now too. Is that you can stop them for a quarter or two, but they'll figure out a way. It's the same thing happened with the Chargers game. The Chargers played a great game, and we sat there watching it, being like, well, I mean, a 70-yard touchdown's going to happen at some point. They always have that in their back sleeve. Obviously, the pick 6 was, a bigger deal to make it look like a bigger of a blowout. But it feels like the Chiefs are always just waiting to pounce.
Yeah, I'm glad that Andy Reid seems to have made it out okay. That was my initial concern when the Patriots tested positive, when Cam Newton tested positive. We can't have it. Andy Reid should have coached that game from inside one of those big bubble balls, like the hamster balls or like the Atlas Sphere from American Gladiators. We can't have anything get to him.
Just go and hit other people with it. I love when people get knocked out.
2020 has been bad enough. We lost Eddie Van Halen today. We cannot lose. R.I.P. Eddie. Can't lose Andy Reid.
Bobby Bowden got COVID.
Bobby's got it. We lost John Prine.
We got to keep Bobby alive.
Lost Toots.
Yo, shout out Tommy Lasorda, just fucking motoring on.
Just grooving.
He just knock on wood.
Yeah, knock on Billy.
Tommy Lasorda probably has the antibodies from the Spanish flu in 1918.
He would punch Corona in the face.
Yeah,
he'd get into a fight with it.
He would mix it up with some gravy on a Sunday afternoon and eat it with some meatballs. All right, let's do Hot Seat Cool Throne. Hot Seat Cool Throne brought to you by Bud Light Seltzer. On the hot seat this week is Billy or Jake for a speed ad read. Oh, this is a real speed ad read. Let's go. Okay, so they took what we did last time. Jake, would you like to do it, or do you want Billy to do it?
I can handle it.
All right. Can you I can't for some reason. Let me hold on. Someone say something. Billy, say something.
I'll do the curse for you if there's a curse.
Okay, Hot Seat Cool Throne. This week's brought to you by Bud Light Seltzer. On the hot seat this week is Billy or Jake for the speed ad read. Reminder, Bud Light Seltzer has 3 new flavors available in their remix variety pack: grapefruit, pineapple, cranberry. Order yours now at budlight.com/delivery and get delivered right to your door. budlight.com/delivery. Here is the speed read for Jake. Jake, go. There's no swear words. Go.
Bud Light Seltzer is 5 times filtered for a clean finish with no aftertaste, all with 100 calories, 1 gram of sugar, and 5% alcohol. They're the perfect drink to kick back during these games, featuring class flavors like black cherry or mango, but also new flavors like cranberry and pineapple. Grab yours today and sit back while sipping some sparkling hard seltzer.
Nice,
That's
Jake.
great. Good job, Jake.
That actually, if you slow it down, it's spelled F-U-C-K, fuck.
Did it really?
Yeah.
If you
So
play it
we can
reverse,
handle that.
it says Paul is dead. Fuck.
Yeah.
Well, I will say, PFT caught me off the air.
Mm-hmm.
If the Yankees play the Astros and things go poorly, it's building. It could build up quickly.
Jake dropped a hard F-bomb at his desk today, and I just looked at him. I said, my stars.
Yes. Oh, my Lanta.
How dare you?
Oh, my Lanta.
Holy
All right,
buckets.
Hank. Hot Seat Cool Tron.
My hot seat is Doc Rivers.
Okay.
Wait, didn't we? Oh, that was Who's Back.
And this is for a different reason. So he was doing an interview. He's the new Sixers head coach.
Yep.
And in this interview, he was saying he is going to get rid of the Doc Rivers nickname and just go by Glenn. And somehow he thinks that that's just going to happen.
Yeah, that doesn't happen.
You don't go from a doc to a Glenn.
Because of
You
and
can't
he
get
goes,
rid
there's
of
only
it.
one
Right.
doctor there's only one doc in Philly, and that's Dr. J. But it's
Yeah,
like,
no.
dude, your
Yeah,
name
you're
is Doc
Doc.
Rivers.
That was
right.
that was a nice press conference quip. But
Right.
yeah, no, you're Doc. You're not
no
Glenn.
one's gonna be Glenn Rivers.
Also,
Can't stop the doc.
I mean, you really can't get cooler than be calling Doc. Like, that's the coolest nickname to have.
He should actually just embrace it and rock like a big white lab coat on the sidelines. That'd be cool.
Yes.
yeah,
Maybe
so
maybe
if he-
actually he could trick Joel Embiid into losing some weight.
Yeah.
He'd be like, "Hey, Joel, it's me, Doc. You're fat."
Wearing a stethoscope. Hey, Ben Simmons, you're actually right-handed.
Yeah. Hey, Joel, you're technically obese. We're gonna have to cut down the Shirley Temples.
honestly, that's my hot seat. My cool throne is storms.
Okay.
Oh, like
Hurricane Delta.
yes,
It's coming to
Bad.
the Gulf Coast. Bad, but Seattle Storm won the WNBA championship. Good.
Okay. So Hurricane Delta is going to hit the... did they call it Delta because it's going to hit
Hurricane
the
Delta is no, that's just the name.
That's the name.
Okay.
Yeah.
We ran out of names.
Sue Bird.
Sue Bird.
Nice.
Dub.
Got it.
Yep.
Seattle basketball back. Shout out Spencer Hawes. Stop bitching about the Sonics and start respecting the
WNBA. Storm. Seattle Storm.
Start respecting the Storm. I love WNBA. I love betting on the WNBA. Someday, my Chicago Sky are going to make it. They did, actually. I went to it. People forget I went to a WNBA Finals game by myself. No content. And someone took a picture of me because I had 3 empty seats next to me. They said, sitting with all your friends. And it hurt my feelings, but I also had a great time. But they lost.
Was your season ticket holder too?
I was.
Did anybody do
Yes.
the Darren Ravel tweet of like, this fat person had to buy 3 seats around him?
Fun fact, I was the person who screenshotted that one and got Darren in trouble. I loved that one.
Thank you for your service.
Yes, appreciate it. Yeah, whoever tweeted that at the beginning, whoever actually took that picture, tweet that out and I'll retweet it again. It's a very funny picture of me sitting with no one.
My hot seat is Jerry Quee. I think I pronounced that right. Billy, did I say that right?
I have no idea.
Jerry Quee. It's on your seat. It's on your
Seinfeld?
sheet. No, it's the mascot for Arsenal.
Oh, yeah.
They sacked, excuse me, it's England. They sacked their long-serving mascot
What, did you do
on
something
the
racist?
same day they spent millions. Well, he's a dinosaur.
Oh.
So maybe
Wait, they're getting rid of the animal or the
Antiquated.
guy in the animal?
on the same day that they paid a fee of 45 million quid, that's a lot of quid, for Atletico Madrid's Thomas Partey, and that was talking soccer, they sacked the person who portrayed club
much.
mascot Gunnersaurus.
It's a bad contract.
Oh, I like Gunnersaurus. That's
You're
a
right.
good name.
You're right, Hank. That is they overpaid.
Yeah.
They overpaid.
Gunnersaurus.
That's classic Atletico Madrid. So Gunnersaurus lost a job. He had been in the role since 1993. Very depressing.
Dude,
that is a great name.
and the transfer window in soccer is actually awesome. Like,
They should,
really talking soccer
Gunnersaurus
right
should
now?
go in the transfer window.
Yes, they should do that for every sport, though, because you basically have one day where, I mean, obviously it's like a trade deadline, but just buy and sell. I mean, how fun would it be if in a football season you could loan out a player like Deshaun Watson right now? If the Texans start 1-6. A team could be like, all right, we'll pay Deshaun Watson, we'll pay the Texans $60 million for Deshaun Watson for the rest of the year.
Yeah, I mean,
that would be awesome.
It goes back?
Yeah, you can. You can do that.
So if this guy has a contract with Atletico, but then he goes to
sometimes you can do that. You can do it on loan. Yeah. I also might have made up some of this.
So Jerry Coy, I feel like the loan
sense.
Thing,
but it made sense when I said it. I said it confidently.
The person gets the transfer, and then he just stays there. He goes on loan,
but he can also go on loan and come back.
He can just like an open relationship.
Yeah,
he's like Gutter Source could have a hall pass where he's like, you know what, I'll go mascot for the Astros.
Yeah. It would be sick, though, if we just had to. You can just pay whatever you want for a player.
That'd be sick. Gunner Source, open invite. The football team needs a mascot. We're going to change the bullets. We're not going to get a guy named Gunner Source. But Gunner Source.
Well, no, that's the name of that's the nickname of the fans.
We're going to go
they're
back
the Gunners.
to Gunner Source.
No, they're the Gunners.
Yes, I know.
Yeah.
I'm aware. Arsenal. Yes,
yeah,
I know.
Gunners.
I know.
I don't know if you know EPL like I do.
Oh, I know Arsenal. Name one of their players. Thierry Henry. Boom.
Giroud. Oliver Giroud.
I'll name one. Thomas Partey. He's from. He used to play at Atletico Madrid, didn't he? Last year.
I think he got transferred.
Yeah, he got transferred over
for a lot of money.
So I guess we're both Arsenal experts over here.
Arsenal sucks. That's all I know.
Cool Throne is Mike Tomlin's thesaurus.
Yeah.
So Mike Tomlin gave a press conference today. They asked him, what was different about this weekend? How did your team spend the time when they had an unexpected bye week? His answer was, we took a weekend to observe competition on a global perspective. Mm-hmm. Which it sounds like somebody making up a fake job experience for the resume. Like it really embellishing what they did to sound smart. It's like we watched the Red Zone. We watched football for 2 days on television, but really, when you get down to it, what we did was we observed competition on a global perspective.
We watched all the games. He also said the Eagles don't have a bunch of injuries. They have a lack of availability at the wide receiver position.
I love his thesaurus. Big Ben doesn't have a porn addiction. He's just an enthusiast when it comes to observing gashes.
He's an internet enthusiast.
Yes.
Yeah.
WebMD, he's not a porn addict who is also a hypochondriac. He just loves observing and notifying gashes in their native environment.
Private mode. Mm-hmm. That's all he's addicted to.
Yes, incognito specialist.
All right, my hot seat is Twitter. So, unfortunately, you all probably thought to yourself, Twitter is our one place that we can escape from this world, from politics, from all that stuff.
It feels like just yesterday there was no politics on Twitter.
Well, unfortunately, that no longer is the case because Keith Olbermann has left ESPN and he is starting a political show for the presidential race. He actually he did a Periscope and he said, "Did you think I was going to sit out this election season?" And I have to confidently say I did not think for 1 second. Where's Keith Olbermann been? He hasn't been tweeting, "Sir, resign."
ESPN.
Yeah, I know, but I wasn't like, man, is Keith Olbermann sitting out this political season?
Maybe not allowed to tweet whatever.
No, I know that, but what I'm saying is like there at no point was I missing Keith Olbermann tweeting about politics.
I'm really interested to see which side he's going to take. Like because he was at ESPN. We don't know. Like Keith Olbermann's just been building up these takes.
True.
He should do like a gender reveal for who he's going to be voting for.
It was very Keith Olbermann being like, you know what, Twitter, like you probably were wondering, who will tell the truth? Who will talk about politics? Well, me, Keith Olbermann. I'm here to do it.
What's the show going to be called? My guess is the Keith Olbermann show starring Keith Olbermann.
It's Keith Olbermann YouTube. I think he said this presidential election is for the worst person on earth or something. I think that might be what he calls it.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm already out.
I'm done with Keith Olbermann.
No, I mean, I don't follow him.
Like, the best Keith Olbermann is when he is just only tweeting, "Sir, resign, sir."
Well, you know what? I didn't even unfollow him for his politics. I unfollowed him because every fucking day he tweets some like sad dog that needs to be adopted. It's like Sarah McLachlan commercial all the time.
It's even worse than that because he'll be like, "This dog is going to be executed in the next 5 minutes.
Do something
unless people retweet this.
You fucking do something.
Unless
Keith.
This tweet has 50,000 retweets, this dog will be put down."
Yeah, you wake up on a Tuesday morning and it's just Keith Olbermann like, this dog was beaten and dragged and is about to be killed and put out of its mercy unless someone adopts it right now, Twitter.
It's really just the reverse Rex Chapman.
Yeah.
Just like taking dogs hostage.
Yes.
Using our emotions against us.
Dogs, bro. All right, my cool throne is Earth because Billy Sheet says that there's 3 huge asteroids that will skim past Earth tomorrow.
Skim it.
I'm so fucking sick of asteroids. Do something. They're all talk, no walk.
Mm-hmm.
Seriously.
Well, this is what we said about Corona, too, back in February.
Don't care. Asteroids, do something.
They haven't won shit in, 60,000 years?
A billion?
I have no idea. When did it hit? Millions of years.
63 million.
63 million years. Now, Gunnersaurus is extinct.
Did you know that for a fact?
Or it's 6.3 billion.
Which one is it?
You're
That's
just
a
making
big
up numbers.
difference.
Yeah.
630,000.
63 days. It's been 63 days since we've been hit by an asteroid.
Killed the thesauruses.
I'm just saying it. You know what? If no one else will do it, I'll call them out. Asteroids, you're on my shit list.
You're gonna
You're
inject
frauds.
yourself with one?
You're frauds. Yeah. If it shows up to Earth, it will probably fuck me up. But you're frauds
65
right
million
now.
years ago.
65 million. There we go, Billy.
In the words of Mercury Morris, don't talk to me when you're on my block. Talk to me when you're at my door.
Yes.
Asteroid,
Yes.
bitch.
Yes. All right, Billy. Hot seat, cool throne.
Trash droids.
My hot seat is the Baby Shark song. So a court ruled that playing the Baby Shark song on repeat is basically torture and that it's illegal. So you can't play the Baby Shark song on repeat because it's technically torture. My cool throne is our CEO, Eric Nardini.
Yes.
Signed the WWE board.
Slay Queen.
Huge.
Do you think that
Huge
she's going to
move.
get stunned?
I
think that's initiation. It's like the icebreaker at
Chokeslam.
WWE headquarters is they put a bunch of cinnamon in front of you, you can't sneeze, and then they stun you.
Mm-hmm.
We don't really do this anymore, but explain it to Hank. I don't really understand boards in general.
It's pretty much just important people that are smart,
but don't work for the company.
Yeah, and they help.
Well, it's
make
like
decisions.
It's like one of those
But
things
for a company they don't work for.
Yeah, it's like other companies go. They send their CEOs on loan for an afternoon to go to a meeting and then advise the other company of what they can do.
Right.
It's like cross-pollination.
It helps you, like a new set of eyes. Actually, this is great. If anyone out there who has a company that needs a board member, we will offer up Hank's services to sit on your board and report back. I would love to see that.
It can literally just be a board.
I want legally for Hank to be on a board, and he will get bored while listening to it. Mm-hmm. So we're not going to say he's going to do anything good.
He's got great ideas.
Yeah, that's true.
Concept. Actually, I think the best type of company
Tesla.
for Hank to work with.
Elon, if you're listening, put me on the board.
It should be a company that Hank has no idea about what they do as a company. Like put him on a biotech board.
Yeah,
and just let your brain cook on it.
All right,
car seat.
Give me some options. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. All right, let's get to our interviews. We got 2 coming up. Chris Bosh, and then we're gonna have DK Metcalf after that. Before we get to Chris Bosh, our friends from Roback, the guys over at Roback have been sending us their performance polos, Q-zip pullovers, and hats for a while now. And I'll be honest, we're in love with their stuff. PFT's wearing it all the time. I have a few of the Q-zips. Here at PMT, we are elite athletes who demand high-performance apparel, and Roback delivers exactly that. Occasionally, you'll see someone rocking a Roback Q-zip or hat with their dog logo. You just kind of give them that subtle nod because you know they get it. It's like the Jeep Wave. When it comes to gear, Roback's Q-zip pullovers are as soft and comfortable as they get. No one does Q-zips like Roback, just top quality. What do you got, Hank? Sometimes I rock Roback Q-zips. What's up, Hank? We got the train? Oh, the vacuum. Commando, they're so soft with the weather getting cooler and Q-zip season about to be in full swing. I definitely check these out. Billy, pass me a Roback Q-zip. Roback's performance polos are also next level. Oh, they actually got me this. Hold on. I'm going to hold it up for the people.
Hold it up.
I'm going to hold it up. They got me this cute
the dinos.
The little dinos.
Yeah.
Gunnersaurus.
I got one of those
for
too.
my son. In the
Same
PFT
size.
got the exact same size. So Roback has.
I said it first.
They're super, super comfortable. Great fabric. They got that little stretch performance polos. They're awesome to wear. They're next level. The collars are structured and last after many washes, unlike any other polo out there. And the fabric is so comfortable you won't take them off. These aren't your typical boxy golf polos. Their print designs are awesome, and the polos are popping up all over the NFL, from Brogan to Burrow to Baker. It seems like every promising franchise QB is occasionally seen wearing their stuff. So go right now. Use the code TAKE on Roback.com, RHOBACK.com for just 20% off through the end of this week. That's spelled RHOBACK 20% off all polos, Q-zips, vests, and face masks with code TAKE. They just dropped new polos and Q-zips that you'll have feeling good and looking fresh, so go to check them out at roback.com. They're awesome for the fall weather. The Q-zip is the perfect fall weather wear, so roback.com, use code TAKE, get 20% off. Okay, here he is, Chris Bosh. Okay, we now welcome on recurring guest, friend of the program, two-time NBA champion, 11-time NBA All-Star. It is Chris Bosh. Chris has a new single out. So he's been working on his music. Last time he was in studio, we talked about his music. They released the single I Want It All October 2nd through Daddy Jack Records. Awesome. Everyone should go listen to it. This is exciting. So what is the song? The song is about Kobe, and it's a tribute to Kobe, correct?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, capturing music, come to find out, is, a very challenging thing. And working with the artist, and you really befriend the people that you work with, or get in a good working situation with guys. And, you just you have to kind of ride the wave. And obviously being a basketball player, that inspires a lot of the writing. And at the same time, it's just how we were feeling, especially with, everything happening so fast. Nobody really thought the Heat were going to be in the finals, and we were just so inspired. We just made something, and I was able to call on the contacts to make some things happen. It's a very intricate business, but I'm learning more day by day, and appreciate you guys for the shout out, man.
Yeah,
that's what's up, man.
What's that like? What's the process like when you're writing a song or helping to produce it? Do you sit down at a piano? Do you help them compose, or what's your end of the bargain?
I'm not that nice. I pretty much started getting to know writers. At first you start out by yourself, and it's a very kind of lonely beginning, but you have to learn how to put things together, and you learn what you learn. And then eventually, hopefully, you run into somebody who's a writer or a performer or whatever it is. And you notice that, okay, my music is cool, but there's no words on it. I can't sing. I'm not one of those guys. I need somebody to sing on it, and or rap on it, or whatever it is. And you get to that point. And then it's just, really honing in on that and getting better and better at that. So like, for me, it was like having like a lot of beats, I pretty much started, that became like my basketball. You see what I'm saying? So instead of like, getting up in the morning and shooting 1,000 jumpers, I would, not make 1,000 beats, but you know what I'm saying? Like whatever the equivalent is.
Yeah.
And, teaming up with guys, this particular guy, he's an artist I've been working with for the past couple of years. And, he's very talented, very great writer and an artist. And, we just make some stuff, play some music, vibe out, and just record it and hope that something will happen.
So you mentioned at the start there, no one expected the Heat to be in the finals. Thankfully, they won on Sunday night, so that we're going to run this on Wednesday. So there still is going to be a finals when we're talking.
There will be a Game 5.
There will be a Game 5. I assume you're rooting for the Heat, not LeBron, right?
Well, I mean, to be honest with you, I have very close friends on both sides.
Right.
Not LeBron and not Eric Spoelstra. So if you could believe that. So, it's just you have to come to a point sometimes to where you just, let the guys play and you stay out of it. You just want to see guys represent themselves well. You want to see guys just play well, and whoever wins. But I got guys on both sides looking for their first ring, like very close friends. So
I love
it's
it.
tough.
I love it. So the Spoelstra, I don't know if he's underrated anymore, because everyone, I think, has given him the respect he deserves. But what is it about him as a coach that he's able to get? The Heat people didn't expect the Heat to be in the finals. They didn't expect him to win a game in the finals. What is it about his system, his coaching, the culture that has them in the finals and has him in the discussion of top 3 coach in the NBA?
I think most of all is consistency. That's what you want to see out of most coaches, really. You want them to be consistent. He always has a message as far as the things he wants to implement. And, X's and O's has its own place in the game as far as coaching is concerned, and he's gotten better at that. Always having a solid staff. He's always surrounded with great guys around him like David Fisdale, Juwan Howard, my man DC, Chris Quinn, amongst others. And he's just a team first guy and just he's always trying to get better. So he's really not worried about what the situation is, what things call for what. He's coming to work the next day, and it's all about what can we do today to get better. He always likes to say 1% better. Oh my goodness, man. He's a true believer in that. And I think when you do that, you just kind of stack your chips up and look back and see what you have. He's one of those guys. He doesn't really worry too much about what tomorrow brings or what yesterday was. He's worried about right now. And I think, that's given him quite a bit of success.
Yeah. And it looked like the game plan, or at least a big part of it in this most recent game, was attack Anthony Davis, try to get him in foul trouble early, because the Lakers play different when he's got 3 fouls in the first half. And he has to play different. He has to play more conservatively. For you, I'm sure that there were probably some instances in your career where you knew that the game plan was to go at you, try to get you in trouble early. How do you continue to play like good physical defense with the understanding that these guys are doing everything that they can to jump into me, to make me leave my feet early, make a mistake so they can pick up a cheap one on me?
I think, it just comes in with learning how to play your own game. And I know Anthony, he's probably, since getting to LA, I can relate as far as like having to take it to another level and finding out what those Western Conference Finals levels are, or the finals levels are, just feeling that difference. I think most importantly, like you just have to know time, score in your situation as a player. So, hey, if they have a loose whistle, which means they're not calling too many fouls, you can be aggressive. But the minute you pick up one, you might want to play a little loose. If they're calling it tight, you have to recognize those things and adjust your game accordingly, pretty much on the fly, which he'll do. But look, it's hard to win Game 7, man. I mean, not Game 7. Of course, it's hard to win Game 7. It's hard to win Game 3 if you're up 2-0. Not in making any excuses or anything, but give credit to the Heat for how they came out swinging. Their backs are against the wall. They don't want to go home. Everybody's telling them they can't do something. Come on, we know the human nature. You tell somebody they can't do something. I tell my 4-year-old he can't do something, he is going to walk his butt right in there and do it, know? Right. So that's just human nature. And people have to understand how hard it is to win a championship.
Yeah, no, that's true. The hungry dogs run faster kind of motto of, the team that kind of wants it more in that given night. So one last question about the coaching staff. I always love when players can point to one particular instance or game where maybe Spoelstra or the coaching staff implemented a game plan, like in one of the Heat runs that you had to 2 championships, where you're like, oh, man, they figured out this team and they put us in a spot. Like, we knew they were going to do this and we were ready for it. Was there ever a moment that you had that where you went into a game and what they told you was going to happen happened exactly that way and you were able to execute and win?
Man, yes. I think more of on a broad, nothing particular where that one particular play happened.
Right.
But it was more so situations to where we wanted to get to. So in particular, one of the main things that we used against the Spurs was putting LeBron off the ball. But, they kept running I forgot which particular play it was. It was strong pretty much to a high screen and roll. We would switch that with the 4-man, and LeBron would end up on Tony. So figuring out those chess pieces to get the last like 8 seconds or 5 seconds of the shot clock matchup that you want. That's what they're really good at, and that's what we did. And I think you saw a lot of it last series with LeBron on Jamal Murray.
Yeah.
So just small things like that to where we could get the matchup that we want late in the clock, because in this particular series, when we were playing San Antonio, that's where, we would get burned for three is that it's 4 seconds and somehow they make 18 passes to an open three.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's true. I mean, those Spurs teams, that was they would always find the open guy in that particular instance. So
I still see him in my dreams, man.
Yeah.
How many more years do you think that Udonis Haslem can play? Based on what you've seen physically, still looks good.
Oh, physically, it's not even about physically. It's just if he wants to do it. I worked out with this dude, a few times. That was always one of our things, and he works hard. I mean, he's going to be one of those guys where he's always going to be doing his off season and full season workouts. That's how hard he works. It's just a habit for him. It's not even something like the old guy getting off his boat, and trying to go out there no, he's out there in the heat, in the warehouse, big fan in the corner that doesn't do anything, but it's blowing just hot air, and he's lifting and getting it in. And I've taken part in that, and I've seen what he does. So he can play the game for as long as he wants to, as much as he brings really as a voice in that locker room. I mean, it's pretty much been grandfathered in what his potential is and what he could possibly do in the future.
Yeah, I saw before Game 2, Spoelstra said he almost started Haslem because Haslem gave a big speech in the locker room to fire everybody up. That would have been great. Just put him in there for like 2 minutes, let him set the tone, maybe get a hard foul.
Sure.
Yes.
That's lost. Nobody does that anymore, man. Those are small things. And it's funny you said that. I was looking at him and I'm like, man, that's one of those situations where you love to have UD as a teammate, but then you hate it because he's going to be talking to you, And
Right.
We had plenty of those moments, and we used to feed off of each other on that one. And, we had so many battles in practice just beating each other up. You get to that point where, and if you look at Game 1 and Game 2, you saw a lot of slouching body language. You could tell that he were kind of feeling sorry for themselves a little bit because, everybody's hurt. You eventually have to get over that. And I know I pretty much can think in my head what he probably said.
Yes, I love it. End of Game 3. Some people are saying LeBron walking off the court with 10 seconds left was Bush League, made it all about LeBron trying to upstage Jimmy's unbelievable performance, which I think statistically I saw a stat where it was like the second highest rated NBA Finals performance since they started tracking that stuff in like the mid-'80s. Nice. Yeah, but some people are saying LeBron that was Bush League, not us, but some people are saying that. What would you say to that?
It's one game. What is he supposed to stand there and say, man, Jimmy played a great game and, give him a sports tap and give him a towel and give him some Gatorade and punch too? Like, okay, the game, it wasn't like the game was over. If he wants to walk off the floor, then that's his choice. I mean, it's not that big of a deal.
Some people are saying
with that said, I understand. Yeah, I understand how with the finals, and I think I heard some people saying, well, he was in the game, which on that part, it is what it is. But look, let me tell you something. If LeBron wants to walk off the court, then who's going to stop him?
Yeah, it's true.
But it's just,
and I understand it, but I've been very mad after a loss, and I've walked off the court with time left. So, I'm sure that he really did not expect to lose that game and to play so well. If he didn't have, we usually don't see him walk off if he doesn't have 6 turnovers. I think that was the main thing. They didn't play up to their potential. They, and it is what it is. You walk off and he made his choice. I don't think it's that big of a deal.
Are you shocked at all? LeBron just keeps he's 35 now, going to be 36 in December, and when he wants to be, he just dominates everyone. I think he does do the thing now where LeBron paces himself well, and you can tell that he'll take a quarter or two where he won't be going to the basket nonstop because he's saving that energy, which is very smart and savvy. But are you shocked that this is still happening like this late into his career and how many years in miles he's racked up?
Yes and no. I mean, for one, with you got to hold into regard the 2 years of retirement, but our hero was MJ, right? He was 36, still playing on the biggest stage. Like when he hit that shot, he was still the man in the league. So I think every person that came into the league after that, I would assume especially if you're deemed the chosen one, you have pretty much you're eyeballing exactly what's possible, and you have to put in the work. That's one of the things that Bron does. He's done his research. He's found that thing, and he puts in the work daily. So to see him still playing at a high level, no. I wish I was still playing at a high level in the NBA at my age right now. That's how I saw myself. It just didn't happen for me.
Yeah.
But to see him actually deliver with it is incredible. But with that said, he has, since I always tell this story, I've been telling it a lot lately. And when we were in our early 20s, he was stretching twice a day. He had the habits and the foresight back then. I wasn't stretching, bro. I was eating McDonald's. Nothing wrong with McDonald's, but I was eating McDonald's, whenever I wanted. I didn't stretch. I didn't take those precautions with my body, which it wasn't a thing back then.
Yeah.
So he was on it back then. And this is pretty much, I think we're just now getting into the meat of his second prime, really, if you want to call it that, because I only say that because I guess he took a year off from, competing in the finals. Now he's back.
Right. Yeah. Right.
So,
so
when he does become a free agent, where would you like to see LeBron go? Maybe goes to Boston, closes out his career there with Hank and the Celtics.
To the Mecca, maybe to New York.
How many years is he got? One more year after this year?
I don't know. I feel like he's always a free agent. Just like we're always every summer we're going to be like, where's LeBron going?
Yeah, I think that's definitely by design. And at the same time, I think, if guys would have thought about that back in the day, or for the rules would have been like that, where you can be just like, oh man, I got a couple championships, I think I'll play here because there's a good team. That's kind of tough to pass up if you can, which city you can live in. But the Lakers seem to be very serious about having another run. So. Yeah. It's really, really tough to see him kind of leave that on the table and go do something else. But with that said, you never know. A year and 2 years from now, totally different situation.
If you were starting a new team, if you were a general manager and you had the option, let's just say like for the next 6 years, who would you want on your team at the age that they are now? LeBron James or Jimmy Butler?
How old? I don't even know how old Jimmy is. I'm taking Bron, man.
Jimmy's 30 or 31.
It's nothing. Yeah, it's nothing against Jimmy, but yeah, I'm gonna take Bron. I was kind of joking. Just he has another gear in his career, I feel, and this is just my philosophy. I guess I was watching Jason Kidd on their bench one day, and I'm like, damn, Jason Kidd, Magic Johnson. What if he evolved his game into fitting that type of style where he's averaging like 16, 17, 18 points a game and 10 assists. He can still do that and be an MVP candidate.
Right.
He can – I still feel he can do that and still control the game because essentially he'd be going three-point line to three-point line, and you just – But, look, with that said, I'm sure he's thought about those things, and, as the game progresses, he's going to continue to progress his game, and we'll see how long he goes for.
Well, and he also has an alpha dog now with Anthony Davis. It's kind of Anthony Davis' team, right? Wouldn't you say? It's kind of his team.
What? Let me tell you, I've seen some players I'm jealous of. Bam Adebayo and Anthony Davis. Oh, man, I'm jealous of those guys, man. So envious because one on with the Lakers, they feed AD.
Yeah.
They give him the ball, and he's a problem down there. And with Bam, just him getting the ball in those situations and him being able to read and react off of 100 screen and rolls and slips a game. Oh, man. I look at their offensive systems, and I put myself, I'm the classic old guy now where I'm like, well, I would have, blah, blah, blah.
But it's true. No, you're right that I'm sure you've had this thought, and it kind of sucks to have this thought, but the way the game has evolved, your skill set in your prime was perfect for today's NBA in terms of, we talk about the stretch five and how there's not really a center position anymore. Like that, you probably look at that and salivate and say, man, if I were 25 years old right now, yeah.
Oh, forget about that. If I was 35, I'd have been all right. I was kind of, I kind of start seeing, I didn't know it was going to be like as fast as it is now, but you start seeing the trends. And I was smart enough to be like, okay, in my last year in the league, I'm going to shoot, it was a point to shoot more threes, 4 or 5 threes a game. But then it got to the point where, it's funny, your whole career, you don't want to play the 5. Then you get a little older and say, hey, man, I think that 5 position is, pretty good is for me. But we had Hassan at the time, so we were a bit unique in our attack. But yeah, I can't help but see it every time I see the league playing now. Just, man, I just wish I could have had. That was my dream, to have that, I guess, twilight phase in my career, trying to figure it out in this new league. And I liked where it was going. I was just trying to, put my imprint on it even more.
Yeah. We're trying to figure out if this is the hardest NBA championship to win or if it's the easiest, because it has to be one or the other. There's no room for nuance in our brains. So you could make the argument that it's a glorified AAU tournament, right? That teams aren't playing that hard against each other. You could make the other argument that everybody's isolated. It's tough to focus on basketball if you're, just trapped inside Epcot Center or whatever they are. So if you had to pick one or two, which one? Is it the hardest or the easiest?
I actually was saying this might be the hardest NBA championship, and this was like 2 months ago. How not? If you're the Lakers, think about it. Just think about this.
They're in Disney World.
It's cool. You can't even ride the rides. Who you going? They're not in Disney World. They're in the bubble. They're in the Walt Disney World bubble.
Okay. All right.
And I'm sure they've got a lot of amenities there. But what, guys are going there for 3 months? You really gotta want to win that thing, and I guess it's relative, and I think, the teams that have three-peated, put that to the side. Back-to-back and three-peats, put those to the side, because those years I feel are much more difficult, just in my short experience with it. But, all other titles, as far as like a first year, I definitely think this is definitely been one of the hardest. You don't have any excuses where you're going to say, I didn't have the regular energy from the fans. Everybody's still watching. The games are still going to be played. Whatever the intensity is, look, there's an NBA championship, up for grabs. Nobody's going to say, it was in the bubble. Let me tell you something. If you lost it, they wouldn't say, it's cool. It was like, that was the easiest one to win. Yeah. It was like, damn, you lost it. So that's what guys have to realize. And that's why I love, I didn't think the Heat was going to make it to the finals, I'll be honest with you. But I knew, going into a situation like that, the way that they're built and the way that they think, I knew they were going to be a problem, because they were going to be coming in ready to whoop ass. And that's pretty much what it came down to with this particular stretch of this season.
So in talking to guys who are in the bubble, I would imagine the one part that I would argue is harder, and people probably from the outside look at it and think it might be easier because they're all together, but I think it might be harder for team chemistry to be together nonstop. You saw it with the Clippers. That fell apart, and you're thinking, how did this fall apart? Well, if they don't like each other and they spend every second with each other in a bubble without their families and can't go out, to blow off some steam, it probably gets on their nerves. So in talking to guys, have you noticed that it is the teams that have the chemistry, the teams that get along, it's been a little bit easier than the teams that might not have that chemistry, might not have been through those wars together?
I haven't had those conversations, but I can tell, just from experience, you have to have a good, solid team, a well put together team. Really, to win a championship period, you got to care about each other. You have to respect one another. Even if you don't like that person, you have to respect that person, because you have to dive, which you used to have to dive in the stands, but let's just say hustle. You have to hustle for that person. You have to do things that you don't want to do, so that the team can be successful. If you don't like the person to your left and your right, let's be honest, you're not going to go that extra mile. That just is what it is. You're just always going to have that thing in your mind. And even if you're quick to the ball, it's going to be that little split second that'll make you go for it, and then you'll be too late. I think it definitely brought things to a head. if you didn't have a good team. And, that's one thing that's beautiful about basketball. You can't cheat the game. You can't lie to the game. I can look at you and look at how you're playing and see how the team is playing. I can see who's giving high fives to who. I can see who's sitting next to who's talking to who. Unless you have that collective team thing going, then you're probably not going to win. Mm-hmm. So I think the bubble was definitely one of those things that kind of exposed that. And that should always be at the top of guys' list. How can we build a great team? What are those intangibles we need to do to be a great team before we even get on the court?
It's a great point, and it is part of the reason why I love watching basketball. Is unlike any other sport where how the guys get along and play together and can read each other and know, all right, you're gonna the one thing I love about the Heat, it seems like they're always cutting and they're always making cuts and guys are, you know what I mean? Like guys are always moving towards the basket. And it just watching that when it works, there's nothing prettier. And then you see a team like the Clippers who flamed out and no one's moving and everyone's standing around and waiting for someone else to make a shot. And you're right. You can see the chemistry. You can read it on a team, whether they're really getting along and seeing on the same page or not.
Mm-hmm, for sure. It's all about when times suck, not when they're, not when they're cool, not when it's easy. It's about when it's hard, It's about when nobody believes it. Sometimes it's even when you don't believe it. Are you still going to come in to work the next day and be positive? Are you going to believe? Are you going to have that faith you need to have to get to what you need to get to?
Yeah, I think you're right. It helps out the teams that are close, and it also really hurts the teams that are not close. It kind of puts a line in the sand. And out of the East, team that was very obviously the closest was the Heat. On the West, it was the Nuggets, and then the Lakers are just all afraid that LeBron will trade them away if they don't hustle. So they're using fear as a motivation, and so that's why they're going that extra mile, not necessarily because they're super close. So, yeah, you kind of see it working in real life. One other thing that I noticed, though, I feel like the refs are getting bullied more in the bubble. Maybe it's because they can hear the players more, they can hear the coaches more. But I've started to notice, like, usually if a ball goes out of bounds, if it's a 50-50 call, the first person that emphatically points, like, we got the ball going this way, the refs are giving them that call. I think that there's a difference. There's no fans to bully them on. I think more coaches should coach their team to be like, hey, no matter what happens when a ball goes out of bounds, just you point as hard as you can immediately, and there's a chance that the ref's just going to give it to you.
Hey, look, it's an adjustment for everybody, all right? One thing I would love, I'm so glad you're talking about this, if you're a ref, you're going to get a hard time, period. I would just love the league to stop the instant replays.
Yeah.
That is killing the game. I have turned, as a consumer of the product, I have turned the channel multiple times, and I didn't come back to watch the game because there's been an instant replay, because when Luka Doncic did a Euro step, somebody got tapped in the face and it's a flagrant. That's just a part of the game. I'm not trying to be old school or anything, but I got whacked in the face plenty of times. And, you just keep playing, to stop the game, to see and figure out if it's a flagrant 1 or flagrant 2. It's too much. I really don't like it. I mean, getting smacked in the face is a part of the game. If somebody does it intentionally, that's one thing, and maliciously. But if you strip the ball on me and I just do this and somebody, I don't know. It's crazy, man. It's crazy.
You're absolutely right. It's happened, I think, in every sport where we have taken instant replay, which is great. Like at the end of the game, if you want to find out who touched the ball last, that's important.
Absolutely.
I want to see that.
Last 2 minutes, I have no problem.
Right. That's important. The problem is we've taken instant replay to be like, well, now we'll have a perfectly officiated game, which takes out the human element, which is always going to be there, that there's physicality. And when you slow something down, of course it's going to look like, oh, well, Jimmy hit him in the face with the elbow going up for a layup. It's like, that's just playoff basketball. I agree. I think there's a level of, not to be like, I think there's also like the losers who are like 90s basketball. That was when it was real. It's like, no, they played in the 80s and they mugged each other, and it kind of sucked.
We don't want to clothesline you going to the free throw line.
Right. We don't need that, but there is there's gonna be bumps and
just
things that
play
happen.
The game.
Right. Right.
There's another element
Just play
too
the game.
where,
And I'm sure everybody's played pickup, and you've been smacked in the face like, "Oh man, you good? Yeah. No. Let's check up. Let's keep playing ball."
Right.
What if like somebody gets smacked? Hold up, everybody stop. Let's review that.
Yes. And everyone hates the dude in pickup who calls too many fouls. That's really what it comes down to.
And sometimes
sure.
it also can benefit the team that just committed the foul in a weird way. If they go back and they completely stop the game, take everybody out of a rhythm, it can totally derail a team that's playing really well at the moment if you have to wait 5-6 minutes to figure out what's going to happen. Like these things actually do have an effect on the game. And then you have the aspect of like trying to figure out whether or not a play is reviewable before they go into the review. And then that's another distraction from the game. I'm with you. Like that is enough to make most people like just completely lose interest. My attention span is usually 15 seconds anyways. So if you take me out of that, I'm going to pick up my phone. I'm going to like walk over to my computer. I'm going to go get a drink.
And that's even harder in the regular season, right?
Yeah.
I mean, if you're watching a regular season game and they take your attention away, that's no good for anybody.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, oh, was this a flagrant? Like, oh, he hit his eyelash. Hey, man, that was in the upper whatever, and that's 2 free throws on the ball. Like, and then if he does it again, he's out the game, a superstar.
Yeah.
And by then I don't even care because I'm watching MASH or something like that. So
you big MASH guy?
Huge MASH
You
guy.
love MASH?
of course. With my grandma.
Yeah.
With my grandma, dude, religiously.
I had one last question. This has been great, Chris. We appreciate it. You can go listen to Chris's new single, I Want It All. You can listen to it on Spotify. I Want It All, new song out there now with DZ Brown. Final question is brought to you by Cross Country Mortgage, America's crazy good mortgage company. Go to ccmlens.com/take to learn more about your future home buying experience or refinancing needs. Equal housing opportunity. So give us your prediction for the rest of the finals, and then a follow-up. Why do you think this doesn't really count as a finals win for LeBron if the Lakers do win? Because you were saying that before we started.
Doesn't really count?
Yeah, you were saying that before, that like it's kind of an asterisk.
Before we started taping.
You're like, this is an asterisk for LeBron.
Yeah, this doesn't.
We're not counting this. And we're like, Chris, I thought you were friends with him.
You guys are funny.
Like, what the hell, man? Like we thought you were cool with him, but we'll follow your lead on this one. Go ahead and tell us.
Hey, let me tell you something. I don't have any finals wins in 2020 or 19 or 18.
Okay.
But I think I got the Heat taking Game 4, man. I want a series. I don't know if Jimmy can give another performance like that, but I think he's given his team confidence. He's inspired them, and I look for them to play a much, much better game. Of course, it'll be a closer game down to the wire, but yeah, I got the Heat in a dramatic finish, and winner take all in the next 2 out of 3.
Love it.
Anything can happen. You should tell them that you'll write a song about them if they win the NBA title.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, come on. I mean, that'll be instant. We'll go right to the studio. Like, they win. Yeah, they start getting this thing, closer and closer. We'll be in the studio as this happens.
Do you have Pitbull's number? Call Pitbull up. Get him on the track too.
Yeah. I do have one last question. I just thought of this. If you were on the Heat right now, Chris Bosh, as you're 36, right? 36?
I'm 36.
36.
Yes.
You're a veteran. You're a wily veteran on the Heat right now. Are you paying for Jimmy's coffee?
No.
Okay. That's what I thought.
Yeah,
Do you think you're
at Disney World? I'm gonna get some of that Disney World coffee.
Okay. So you're boycotting Jimmy's. Now, are you saying though?
I wouldn't boycotting. I wouldn't boycott. I just wouldn't buy it. I wouldn't purchase it.
Would you steal it?
Would you? Yeah. Would you be like, Jimmy, give it to me. I'm the vet here. And
I see, and if he resisted, I'd be like, all right, cool, but I definitely try to just take coffee. Like, I'm not paying for it.
Okay.
I'm not paying for coffee, bro.
That's the thing is, I think that people keep talking about Jimmy getting like all this, charging all his teammates. It's because he's probably charging all, like they got young guys, like Duncan Robinson is paying for the coffee. Myers Leonard is paying for the coffee.
Now, with that said, if he makes a great cup of coffee, that's a whole other conversation.
True.
I'm serious about my coffee, and I'm, I don't know. They probably don't have cash in the bubble. I don't know how that works. I don't have a Cash App and all that stuff like you guys. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out Cash App. Yep.
You know what I mean? But like, if it's worth, what is it, $40 now?
I think it's crazy. Is it up to 40 now?
I think it's finals pricing.
Yeah, premium. Yeah, like the stadiums do.
Yeah. Premium pricing.
Yeah.
I mean, if I get that satisfaction, I pay $20, $40 for a cup of coffee and I get it, then okay. But he's got to make a hell of a cup of coffee, and the cups need to be like, you can take those home. What are those, ceramic?
Yeah, the commemorative cup.
They'll have a hologram. Yeah, hologram on them.
Yeah, autograph it. I need a picture.
Yes.
Jimmy probably.
I need you to tweet me a shout out. I need all that stuff.
Jimmy probably did get an ATM delivered just to his room and put like a $9.99 surcurcharge on all withdrawals.
Yeah.
So
he
you can
seems
get cash
to be very
out.
business savvy.
Cash
He's got the
only.
logos.
Yeah.
He's got the hats. I mean, this is crazy.
The whole thing.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well,
cool, man.
Thank you, Chris. We really appreciate it, man. And hopefully we get to see you in person sometime soon.
For sure, man.
Zoom.
I hope you guys are being safe. Yeah, definitely would love to come and see you guys up there again, man. You guys have one of the craziest spots in New York, man. It's great to see.
It's fun,
Yeah, and congrats on the music.
Yeah. Appreciate that. I appreciate that.
All right. Thanks, man. Take it easy.
Thanks, Chris. That interview is brought to you by our great friends over at 3Chi. You guys know 3Chi. We love 3Chi. I really enjoy their gummies. I like their vapes too. They've got tinctures. They've got oils. 3Chi is the leader in hemp-derived cannabinoid products. All their products are formulated by biochemists, and they have that Delta 8 THC. That's that good. That's the good. It's a federally legal version of THC. It's not Delta 9 THC like you might be used to purchasing, whether it's in one of the dispensaries or maybe from your friend Joey Sly. Delta 8 THC is a perfect hybrid of CBD and Delta 9. It gives you a similar buzz and all the medicinal effects of Delta 9, but you don't get the laziness, you don't get the anxiety, you don't get the paranoia, you don't get the mental fogginess. Delta 8 users are far more active. They feel far more outgoing with increased confidence and almost none of the anxiousness and paranoia that you get with Delta 9. Again, it's federally legal. It's a version of THC. It's a great substitute for anyone that uses Delta 9 that wants the same great feeling without the negative side effect. And they're not just the best in the Delta 8 industry. 3Chi invented the entire industry. It's 100% hemp-derived. It's federally legal. And you can get it online at 3chi.com. That's the number 3, chi.com. You can go to select retailers around the country. You have to be 21 to purchase. It's going to make you feel awesome. There's a PFT guarantee. I feel awesome when I take 3Chi. That's a fact. You can put that on the back of all your labels, 3Chi. PFT says, I feel awesome when I take 3Chi. Also, again, take half of one of their gummies the first time that you try it. Then maybe level up afterwards, see how it affects you. You're going to feel great. You'll thank me later. Use promo code PMT at checkout. Get 5% off your order. You have to be 21 to purchase. Just go to 3chi.com. Shop for the Delta 8 vapes, gummies, tinctures, and oils. You can use all those to make homemade edibles. Use promo code PMT at checkout. 5% off your order. And now, here's DK Metcalf.
Okay, we now welcome on recurring guest, my good friend, PFT's rival.
Bitter enemy.
DK Metcalf from the Seattle Seahawks, top 5 wide receiver. I'm hearing that buzz.
Well, but from me.
No, from everyone.
I said
Google it.
I said you were a top 5 wide receiver, actually, as much shit as I give you. I said that on Sunday's show. I looked you up. I looked this up online. This is kind of backhanded compliment. NBC Sports said, for Overreaction Monday,
right,
DK Metcalf is a top 5 wide receiver, which is like saying he's not a top 5 wide receiver. So do you take any offense by that?
No, I mean, I don't care because I know who I am in my mind. But appreciate the support, bro. PFT,
always.
Even though you give me a lot of crap, I appreciate the support for calling me a top 5 wide receiver. But I'm gonna just go back on Sundays and just continue to do me, continue to do my thing.
So when you say continue to do you, continue to do your thing, does that count dropping the ball or getting stripped at the 1 yard line? Like, where is that part of your thing now?
I mean, you wouldn't understand because you've never been in front of a defender as far as I have. So I mean, it was a stupid mistake on my part. I really thought I burnt him bad and didn't think he was gonna come back, that hard. But I lived and I learned. It definitely won't happen again.
So real question though, what happens? Like, take us through the next 5 minutes on the sideline after that? Because obviously you're a tremendous competitor. You beat yourself up, but do people come up to you and like, hey, you got the next one? Or is someone like, hey, dude, you're an idiot?
That's the worst part. During the game, I don't think people can call me, an idiot. Like, you shouldn't have done that, but because I already know that. But, people are just trying to encourage me, like, just go get the next one. Just go get the next one. It's cool. Just don't let it happen again. So that's what everybody else was saying on the sideline. But I was really just laughing it off because I was like, I really just did that. Like,
right.
I really just tried to walk into the end zone, and the dude really stripped the ball away from me, like knocked it out of my hands. Like, it was just like one of those, like, damn, like my heart sunk to my stomach right after it happened. But
you won. You won. I imagine.
Oh
yeah. I imagine. Tell us what it looked like. Did someone just walk into your room?
I mean, it's my
ghost.
She's to open the door.
Okay. What was film like though the next day?
Everybody, they showed the clip a couple times. Said, you can't do this. Don't let it happen again. I was sick and tired of seeing the clip by then. Even the next day on a Monday, and it just happened that Sunday evening. I was tired of seeing it. I know I got mad a couple times, and I didn't talk to anybody during the meeting. Like, I was laser focused from that point on. But I'm glad it happened to me and not anybody else, though.
Yeah,
I know I could take.
Did Deshaun Jackson reach out to you and say, "Hey, man, it gets better"?
I'm pretty sure you should have reached out to me.
Well, I did. I pointed out.
I didn't hear much from you.
I did reach out to you because I told you online. I said DK, the big red flag about him was his 1 yard split was the slowest of any wide receiver group. So, like, that last yard that you got caught on, that was something that scouts knew coming out of college.
What I would have liked to see, though, is you do that.
The 1 yard? I guarantee I'm faster than you in a 1 yard split. I promise you that.
Promise.
Also,
promise, bro.
Are you concerned maybe you've lost a step because your cuts are too good now? Like, you've lost that straight line speed.
I don't lose a step, okay? I don't lose a step. As you can see, you just told me Sunday that, I pretty much gained a step, in my opinion, because you called me a top 5 wide receiver.
Yeah, I did.
So in that case, do I need to call you a top 5 kicker in order for you to feel happier?
No, because I know the middle never changes. I'm my own worst critic, so if I start to tell myself I'm a top 5 kicker, or I start hearing that from you, that's rat poison. And I don't need that from media guys like you. I'm focused on doing my job.
You ain't got to hear from me because you're not a top 5. You're not even top 10.
All right. Well, one other thing that you said was you came at me because you wanted to go viral. You wanted to get your clicks in, whatever. That's fine. You took a cheap shot and said that I don't at you on Sundays, which I've rectified, by the way. But then you accused me of having a man crush on you because I tweet about you when you screw up. In reality, I think you have a man crush on me because you're always checking my timeline after games, seeing what I might have said about you.
You see, that's where you got to misconstrue it. Okay, so I have to actually hear from other people. That's where the real, line comes in. Like, a real man would say something to me instead of subtweeting me or just putting my name in a tweet. Like, at me, the at button is there for a reason.
Well, because I know you're going to search your name and you're going to search my timeline
I don't
later.
Search my name. I don't search my name. People tag me in what you say, and then that's how I see it.
Right,
I don't go looking for trouble.
How about this? I'll have Big Cat tag you in my tweets. When I subtweet you, he'll snitch tag you on it.
Yeah, I got you.
I bet that makes sense.
Yeah, I got you. What do you say to fantasy owners that might have lost because you got stripped at the 1 yard line?
Put themselves in.
Well, they I don't think, like, personally, if I had you on my team, I probably wouldn't start me over you.
Exactly. So,
but I would also like you not to fumble at the 1 yard line. Is that too much to ask?
I mean, put yourself in. All right. To every fantasy owner out there, let me ask you this: Do I not gain as many yards, or do I not score on purpose? Is that something I don't do? Of course, I want to score. Of course, I want to win. Of course, I want to gain as many yards as I can to help the team win.
Fair.
So anybody who has a problem with that, like, go start yourself. Go draft yourself. I'm pretty sure, it's probably impossible to do that. So don't come at me when you say I'm not trying my hardest, when, I want to see myself do good as well as the team. So I'm not out there just, shitting the bed on purpose.
Yeah.
Well, what was good was you scored a touchdown later that game. So you can always say, like, I scored that touchdown for my fantasy owners out there to give them a little taste because I did screw that one up.
But if you lost in fantasy because DK fumbled that touchdown, please tag him tomorrow and let him know that you demand justice.
That's what real men do. Is
yes, tag people. All right, so I have some stats for you though, because you have been having an unbelievable year. Not to pump you up because I know you got confidence, but I saw this stat today and it's eye popping. You have right now you're averaging 25.2 yards per reception. That's insane. 16 catches, 403 yards, on pace for 64, 1,600 yards. Now I've seen the player comp analogy that's been going around, and I actually kind of agree with it, but T.O., Hall of Famer, do you model anything after him? Or, I mean, like when people say that, are you like, thank you, I appreciate it, but I got a long way to go? Or what are your thoughts?
I do appreciate the comparisons and all of that, but, I'm my own person. I'm not trying to be like anybody else. I'm trying to be like DK. Mask. I'm trying to be like DK on the field. The comparisons are great. They're comparing me to a Hall of Famer, but in my own mind, I'm trying to be me, and I'm trying to be the best me that I can be.
But that's a great comparison to have, a Hall of Famer. So I think what you should do is you should lean into it, and you should demand a trade and really be T.O.
I don't get the joke.
You do get the joke because you're smiling. You should demand a trade.
Do some driveway sit-ups.
Do some driveway
sit-ups.
You
love working out shirtless for
Besmirch your
cameras.
quarterback. Go ahead.
I'm good where I'm at. I promise you. I'm living good, as you can see.
Yeah. You got a massage room?
Yeah. Your bedroom looks like my dorm room.
Uh-huh.
Your bedroom looks exactly like that.
Where's your Boondock Saints poster? Is that behind the
sleep
computer?
there? Yeah. I'm pretty sure y'all just pull out an air mattress and just sleep right there.
Basically.
This is hey kids, this is like a scared straight. Hey kids, this is what happens when you get drafted in the second round, not the first round. You end up with the bedroom like DK's.
I've noticed that you've been going real hard on the Russell Wilson for MVP train. You're leading that. You've tweeted about him. And obviously, like, I can see why you'd say that about your quarterback so that he keeps passing you the ball. But the fact is he has twice as many interceptions as Josh Allen does. So that's kind of a problem. As a voter, as an MVP voter, I look at mistakes first. And that's kind of a red flag for me. Are you concerned about that?
Who?
Josh Allen has half as many interceptions.
He has zero.
As Russell Wilson.
He has zero.
Oh, I thought he had one.
No,
yeah.
Remember, we're not counting.
We're not counting that one.
Our own
he
stats.
has 2 fewer interceptions than Russell Wilson does.
How many touchdowns does he have?
12.
Next question.
13, actually, if you count the John Brown one.
So exactly as many as Russell Wilson.
Negative. You must haven't seen the stats. Russell has 16 touchdowns.
What?
Oh, I thought he had 13.
Well, whatever.
I took away 3 because they were against the Cowboys.
Agreed.
That shouldn't count against that
You know
defense.
what? PFT, he would have 17.
That's true. That's a good point.
Yeah, that is true.
Imagine if you cost him the MVP. Imagine if he has like 50 touchdown passes and Aaron Rodgers has 51. What are you going to feel like then?
I'm pretty sure he has more rushing yards than Aaron Rodgers. So next question.
That's true. Oh, you're tied for the lead league in receiving with Stephon Diggs.
Yeah.
If you had one more yard, I bet that'd be nice, huh?
Look, I'm not even tripping. If this conversation was last week, I'm pretty sure we would have gotten to a heated argument by now.
Yes.
Yeah, you're over it now. It's good that we're doing this now. We let a week go by before we really gave you shit.
Exactly. Yeah, we won. So I'm not even tripping. But last week, oh yeah, you wouldn't have talked. I probably would have FaceTimed you after this.
Yeah. So I saw that you put out a rap song. You did a little collaboration with Shady. Is that
Shady is the name of the song?
Oh, Shady's the name of the song. Who's the other guy on the track? The guy that carries it.
My good friend from up here in Seattle, man. His name is Rue. He goes by King Kodo.
Okay, you really like the auto-tune, huh?
How much auto-tune?
You really like
it's really my voice. That's really my voice.
No auto-tune on there?
Not much, no.
I did notice that one of the lyrics you said that it was kind of a diss at all the tough guys talking tough on Twitter out there. I couldn't help but feel like that was a slight at me.
Hey, if the shoe fits, then
I'm gonna If you're putting out diss tracks on me,
only thing I have to say is why do you feel threatened by that lyric?
Because I know you spend all the time scrolling my timeline. You're probably looking at my timeline as
right.
you're recording that. And if you're dropping diss tracks on me, I'm not afraid to clap back. All right?
I don't even think I follow you.
Yes, you do. You definitely follow me because I'm faster than you.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, got you there. Got you there.
That was a good one. I walked right in.
Use that for your next diss track. Yeah. I got a real question. I got a real question. I think we've talked to a couple players since the season started. We talked to Mark Ingram and Cam Jordan last week. But how is it with no fans? Is it tough to get like hyped up? Is it tough? Are there moments in the game where you kind of zone out? Maybe not when you're on the field, but on the sideline. How does the energy feel like from a player's perspective? Because from the fan perspective, it looks the same as long as they don't show the stands, obviously.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, it feels the same out there. I'm not gonna lie. They still keeping score. It's still a defense out there trying to stop you. So in my mind, the way it feels out there is not any different. Yeah. I know we played in Miami Sunday, and just to have some fans in the stands, it did feel different in Miami. It felt better, even though it was hot as hell out there. But it did feel better in Miami.
I believe that. I think that, like, you know, even like I think the Steelers are having 7,500 fans this weekend. Even a few fans has to be better than no fans because it just feels like someone's actually watching you.
Exactly. Yeah. I know up here in Seattle we've had two home games, and I mean just having our fans out there is going to make a big difference. Whether it's 1,000, 2,000, or 50,000 is going to make a big difference. But I would love for the Seahawks to allow a couple fans back in the stadium.
PFT, could you imagine if Seahawk was there?
Yeah, just
in that's his end zone that DK fumbled out of. He would have raged.
Down.
He would have raged.
Seahawk, and then like 5 guys wearing the receiver gloves.
Yeah, they would have raged.
Those guys get pissed. There's one that has like a hawk, like the hawk wings too.
Yes.
Is there any
How about
fan?
This? How about this?
Yeah.
How about this? When we allow fans, you come to a game.
Okay, and I'll hold up a sign saying "Don't stop."
Yeah, will you do like the Babe Ruth, like for a sick kid? Will you promise me one fumble out of the end zone?
That would be amazing though if you scored a touchdown. And it was like Cam Newton handing the ball to a 3-year-old girl, and he just came up to me in the front row and gave me the ball.
Funny, you low key funny. I'm not giving you no problem.
Oh, thanks. You're low key a top 5 receiver.
Mm-hmm. Overreaction Wednesday. Yeah.
Why you doing it? So whose side are you on, Big Cat?
I'm neutral in here. I mean, obviously, if it really got down to it, like if PFT looked at me and gave me the look like, yo, we got to fuck DK up, we'd fuck you up. But up until that point, like, I'll still be friends with you.
Do you really think you can do that, though?
Yeah, no. If he gave me that look.
The two of us together?
Why'd your voice change? Why'd your voice change?
What do you mean?
Yeah.
I would fuck you up.
Because he's
like, straight up.
He's in fight.
You're not confident in that.
We would throw hands, and I would fuck you up, and then I would do the dog piss on you. The Ole Miss celebration.
Tie your shoes.
When was the last time you got into a fight,
right.
DK?
Right, fine, I'll tie my shoes.
What's up?
When was the last time you got into a fight?
Middle school.
The fact that you had to think that long about it
probably
tells me you're not really an alpha. Me and Big Cat, we throw down like every week.
Yeah, just to stay sharp.
Fight
Club.
How about this? The reason I had to think about it so long was I had to think about when the last time somebody really actually tried me.
Oh.
And not over Twitter.
Oh.
Okay. Well, so you're out of practice then is what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
I'm what?
You're out of practice then. What about on the football field? Have you ever tried to punch somebody who's wearing a helmet?
No, that's dumb to punch somebody wearing a helmet.
Yeah, you think too much.
I would imagine most cornerbacks don't want to try you. I would say that they probably don't want to try you. Have you talked to Lane Kiffin? We're on the Lane train now.
I know. My boy PFT hit me up. He's excited about it.
Yeah.
No, I haven't talked to him though.
Okay, so we're bigger Ole Miss fans than you. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy.
Do you think when
what school are you supporting again?
Ole Miss, or as some people call Ole Piss.
All right, so why are you wearing a Dayton shirt?
This is for Obi Toppin. They don't have a football team. They might. I don't know. I don't think they have a football
Dayton?
team.
Yeah, they do.
They do.
Yeah,
well,
they
their
do.
Football team doesn't matter. Their basketball team ain't no stopping Obi Toppin future Chicago
It
Bulls.
seems like you're pretty nervous because you just start twisting your ankle. So I'm gonna go.
No, I
over
always
the
do this. I'm actually loosening up my ankles in case this gets more heated.
In case it gets physical.
And I have to
be
run
ready.
out of the studio.
Yeah. What did you think about Lane Kiffin flushing the toilet during media day?
I mean, I thought it was very funny, in my opinion. I mean, the guy's a character.
Was it
You gotta
number
love him.
one or
He's
number two? I think he was dropping a deuce.
Definitely a deuce. Yeah, he got up and of course he's dropping deuce.
Cranked it out, hit the flush. By the way, we were talking about this last week. How bad does that flight to Miami suck? If you have to fly down there, play a game, and then fly back, it seems like that would ruin my entire week.
Yeah, it was terrible. 6 hours on the plane.
You get a meal?
Yeah, they feed us. Yeah.
That's
Are there
pretty
beds on those planes? If I was an owner, I would
First
get like
class.
but I would get a jumbo jet and just put a bunch of like king size beds and have my team be real comfortable.
See, no, that's what y'all do. And
Right.
Y'all need to keep over there.
I'd be a great owner. That's a fucking awesome
No.
owner.
There's 70 people flying on the plane.
70 beds.
Mm-hmm.
That's you can fit that. How many ping pong balls inside of a 747?
I'm sorry, what's the question?
How many ping pong balls inside a 747? How many lights? What is it? Lampposts in Manhattan? These are the type
Yeah,
of questions.
what's up, bro?
These
I don't
are the
know
type-
what
these are job
These are the
interview
type of
questions.
questions you're going to have to answer when you're out of the league in a couple of years.
Yeah, when you have to get a job working like Wolf of Wall Street type stuff. This is how they figure out who the real
Yeah.
smart people are.
That's why I'm gonna work hard now to where I won't have to get a job.
You have been unbelievable this year. I do like the T. I can't believe you don't. I guess you don't want to be compared to another guy, but the T.O. comparison is spot on. I mean that in the best way. Like you are.
I mean, for people, I have no problem being compared to T.O., Randy Moss, Calvin Johnson, or Julio.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hands down, no problem being compared to. I don't like being compared to anybody. But if somebody said those four, I'm gonna take it with a grain of salt and just keep it pushing. But I mean, it's not a bad comparison.
Do you have a
Yeah.
nickname? You need a nickname to get some real buzz going about you.
I'm DK. That's my nickname.
DK?
Mm-hmm.
That's a pretty good nickname. What about, well, no, actually, I looked this up because I Googled DK Metcalf nickname. You gave yourself a nickname when you were in high school on your high school highlight reel, Optimus Mega Calf.
Whoa.
That's pretty cool. How did you think of that one?
You must have had a lot of friends.
How high were you when you thought of Optimus Mega Calf?
You definitely didn't have any friends who were like, dude, that's lame.
No, everybody liked it. Everybody was calling me Optimus or Money. Those are my two nicknames in high school.
I have one last question. I searched. Sometimes we do the if you go on Google and you do people also ask, there'll be a bunch of questions, and the first one is, how many passes has DK Metcalf dropped?
Do you know the answer?
I don't.
Of his 74 catchable targets, the former Ole Miss standout had 7 passes from star quarterback Russell Wilson slip through his hands. As a result, Metcalf finished tied with the 4th most drops in 2019.
That's last year, though.
That's just what people ask. I didn't ask that.
That was Google.
I didn't
that
ask that.
auto-completed
I would
that.
never ask that.
Are you mad that Russell doesn't throw as many interceptions? So that way you'll never have the Larry Fitzgerald stat, which is he has more tackles than dropped passes.
There you go, comparing me to another person.
Well, I'm saying
Another
you won't
legend.
reach that because Russell selfishly doesn't throw as many interceptions.
Yeah.
He doesn't allow you to
yeah.
get those tackle stats up.
Yeah, but at least they're Googling my name for a reason.
True. I didn't ask that. Again, I think you're having a great year. Top 5. T.O. Beast.
How many passes have I dropped this year?
You dropped 1 last week.
I did.
I maybe made that up.
Yeah.
Well, the fumble counts as like 5 in my book.
But it counts as 1 statistically, right?
No, 0 actually. I think it counts as a caught pass, right?
Yeah, it
And
does.
then a fumble.
And then a fumble.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Why don't you run at people and punch them in the face more like George Kittle does?
Good question.
You're about the same size.
Why do you keep? I'm not George Kittle. George Kittle is
A beast.
George Kittle.
He's a beast.
Yeah. I just think it'd be
Yeah,
cool.
he is. He is a beast.
You're big enough, you could do it. I'd like to see you knock out a free safety this year.
And I'd like to see you play in an NFL game.
Yeah, same.
You have 1 drop this year. Jake just looked it up. That's not bad. So you actually have fixed that part of your game. There we go. Fuck the Google
I appreciate
questions.
that, Jake.
Yeah, Jake got
Appreciate
you.
it, Jake.
Jake got you.
Do you have any questions
See,
for
Jake
us?
is the only cool one out of all of y'all. What's up?
Wow.
Yeah. Do you have any questions for us before we let you go? I mean, you know that we like you. I don't even know if you listen on Mondays, but we've been pumping you up every Monday.
Bro, I really don't know how to take that because your boy over here talks so much.
Yeah, that's true. But I've
been saying good stuff about you, DK, just during the game. Iron sharpens iron, you know? Like if I don't coach you up hard, I know how you like to be coached.
Yeah, that's true.
If I don't get on you and dog cuss you, then you might not perform next week. So in reality, you should be thanking me for being such an asshole.
PFT, I got a question for you. How do you feel about the Fabio comparison?
Fabio, excellently. Oh no, DK Metcalf compared me to the sexiest man in the history of romance novels.
They're like all women want to fuck.
Oh no.
I'm just asking.
I'm fine being compared to Fabio.
That's good.
Fabio is famous for a lot of stuff, having great hair,
getting hit by that bird on that roller coaster,
getting his nose broken by a peregrine falcon. You name it.
Lately, I've been hearing the trolls comparison. Like, which one you gonna rock with?
It's true. We haven't heard from Fabio in a while. What's up with Fabio? Is he past his prime? Like, is Fabio getting fat?
Is he dead?
How funny would it be if Fabio was just fat as fuck?
I bet you Fabio has COVID.
Fabio Lanzoni. What's he up to?
Let's see. Are we still alive?
What has happened to Fabio? Look, here's what people also ask. What has happened to Fabio? Fabio always he became an American citizen in 2016 and lives in Los Angeles, where he now enjoys a life. A lot of people in Hollywood celebrities, they take themselves too seriously. That's a quote from Fabio.
This is pretty good, too. They said, someone asked him, why do women always go crazy for you? And he responded by explaining, it's just because he's always himself. So he's just like, it's because I'm Fabio.
Right.
That's a dumb question. I'm fucking Fabio.
Yes, he is Fabio.
So, yeah, DK, I like the Fabio comparison. The troll doll comparison, I think that just kind of came out of nowhere. I don't think
a little far-fetched.
A little far-fetched on that one.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking the same thing. Like, why would y'all even compare?
Yeah. So in the future, you're going to drop the troll comparison. Big Cat's going to at you every time I talk shit about you online, so that you're kept informed of that.
And I'm going to continue saying I'm a fan and hoping that you continue to be like T.O. and just dominate everyone.
And I believe your boy Big Cat was a little insecure about his shoes. He tied them.
I tied him because you told me to tie him. You said we were going to fight. I tied my shoes. I'm ready to go.
A little insecure about his shoes.
All right, DK.
All right.
Always good catching up with you, man.
Good to see you. Be safe.
Y'all too.
Yeah.
Don't take too much offense when I drop a fire-ass diss track on you.
And hold the ball when you're getting into no touchdowns free, okay? Just remember that.
On the diss track.
High and tight.
If you drop another ball at the goal line, and also everyone who lost their fantasy matchup, please make sure you at DK tomorrow and let him know. You did, Hank?
Out,
Hank did. Yeah. Hank lost his fantasy matchup because of you.
Where is everybody coming from? Who is Hank?
Hank's our producer. He's sitting behind the he lost it. Go ahead, Hank. Tell him how much damage you went through.
A lot of damage. It hurt, but it's all right. I drafted you because you're my boy.
All right, so Hank, I'm sorry. Okay.
Thank you.
That's huge. That's so fresh.
Thank you.
I'm gonna do better because I've met you. We have a connection over Zoom.
Thank you.
You met him at the Super Bowl too.
That means a lot.
Yeah. All right, DK. Thanks so much, man. We'll talk to you later.
Good luck. Kick the shit out of Kirk Cousins.
Yeah. Good luck on Sunday night.
I appreciate it.
See you, man. That interview with DK was brought to you by Norton 360, and especially Norton 360 for gamers. Before you get your gaming on, you should know that hackers might be attacking your devices with malware and taking over your webcam. Maybe they want to snipe some cool pictures of Normie, your awesome dachshund that's always in the background of your live streams. They might hack into your webcam and take it over. You want to steer clear of cyber criminals. They're probably also interested in obtaining your user account credentials, like your username and password. If they gain access to those gaming accounts, they can then steal your in-game inventory. They can steal your entire account and all the items that you collected during gameplay, like weapons, cosmetics, skins, currency, can be sold for real money on various websites. Don't let today's cyber threats bring upon a real-life boss fight. You need Norton 360 for gamers. It's security for your PC and devices that blocks cyber threats. You get a VPN for your online privacy, dark web monitoring for your gamer tags, and more, all with fewer notifications. No one can prevent all cybercrime, but Norton 360 for gamers can help you level up your protection. Get Norton 360 for gamers at norton.com/gamers, and you can save 20% on your first year by using promo code PMT. Sign up now. It's much better to do it before you need it than try to fix things after they're already broken, after a cyber criminal gets your personal info. Don't wait that long. Go to norton.com/gamers today. Use promo code PMT and get 20% off.
Okay, let's wrap up. We got some guys on chicks.
Sup?
Finish up our Wednesday. Billy, you're looking lean, by the way. And your shoes, still dirty. We got to get you some new shoes.
Billy's switched up from washing his shoes to now just wearing shoes that are naturally dirt colors.
Mm-hmm.
Wait,
No,
are those white shoes?
No.
Yeah, those are
Those are
white.
white shoes.
brown.
Billy.
Yeah, talking to Mike.
Talking to
Billy, you
Lying
do
to
look
the mic,
lean,
Billy.
dude. No, for
Thank
real,
you.
though. You look lean.
Thank you. I've been trying.
Yeah.
Belly football is gone.
It's good, because we don't want, like, an ugly intern. That would be so gross.
Very bad for the brand.
People would be like, ew.
We got to fire Jay Mariotti.
Mm-hmm. Done.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Appreciate it.
Yeah. All right. Go, Hank.
Hey, fuck cat.
Oh.
Fuck cat.
That's really original.
I have 2 friends who are dating. I've always been really good friends with the guy, but now, since he has started dating his girlfriend, I would consider myself super close to her, too. I would even say that I now consider them my 2 best friends. The problem is, he cheats on her all the time, and oftentimes with people in our friend group. He even took the virginity of one of the girls in our group. Everyone seems to know but her. If they were to break up, everyone would take his side, as we were all friends with him first. Many of her friends tried to confront her about him before they even started dating, and she just brushed it off. So now her friends are all his friends. She is truly the sweetest person on earth, and he is an absolute piece of shit. But I love them both dearly. Do I tell her about the situation or continue to act like I don't know anything? P.S. Billy, DM me back.
Okay, wait. So,
Billy doesn't talk to girls.
I don't talk to girls.
Wait. So this guy cheats on his girlfriend and also stole all her friends because he's like such a good time.
And apparently he's hooking up with them.
This guy sounds awesome.
This guy sounds like a fucking G.
This guy's cool as shit.
Ripping
Like,
virginities
Can
left
you
and right.
can you tell this guy to DM Billy so Billy can be friends with him?
Yeah, teach him his ways.
Yeah, he'll reply to his DM.
Yeah, I don't know. I would say just as a piece of advice, like real piece of advice.
Just get really drunk and tell her.
once. Well, no.
Yeah.
Oh,
Wait,
write a
no,
note.
It sounds
Write
like
a
they
note.
did.
Yeah,
It sounds
true.
like they told her.
No, they tried to tell her beforehand.
Oh,
She
Yeah,
brushed it off.
I think you. No, I think you just stay out of it.
Write an anonymous note.
Yeah,
That's good.
write
I
an
like
anonymous
that.
note.
Maybe go
Who wrote
old
the
school
note?
like a
Who wrote
ransom
the
note.
note?
Cut up a bunch of magazines that have the different letters, and then use those. Like you're trying to stay way undercover, so
Yeah.
she can't trace the handwriting back to you.
Or just stay out of it because, I just stay out of it. You never want to get involved in that stuff. That is a vacuum cleaner.
Yeah, there's a vacuum going. What should I get my fiance as a present for our wedding day?
Do you do that?
What?
You get wedding day
Because you get the cake.
a wedding.
The
It's
cake.
the present
No,
is
the cake.
is
Get
the
him a PS
you.
Get him a PS5.
No, the groom's cake is always like the funniest thing where it's like, hey, we have this big cake, and then I got to get you a groom's cake, and your only interests are like the New York Mets.
Yeah.
So here is your groom's cake.
Here, I got you a single
You're
layer
so-
sheet cake
Yeah.
shaped like a PlayStation.
Yeah, you're so shallow that the only thing that you like in your life besides me is the Denver Nuggets.
Yeah, I mean, you're the present, right? That's how you should look at it.
There it is.
You're the present.
I don't think you have to get him a present. Just get him the cake. Get him the fucking New York Mets cake. Maybe have Mr. Met come to the wedding and flip everyone
Or
off.
as we always say, cash. Cash is king.
Cash is king.
Slip him like a $20 bill.
Just be like, more
No
where that
questions
came
asked.
from.
Don't spend it all in one place.
Yeah.
And
Thanks for
steal it
making
from him when you're fucking him later on.
We
that
never
night for the
talked
first
about
time.
this tweet, but
yeah.
Billy, I don't know if you guys saw this, but it was when. Can you explain it, Billy? Billy
Okay,
thought
so-
that guys wore engagement rings.
I thought that guys and girls got engagement rings.
No.
I gotta.
That's
I gotta
great.
pull the tweet.
That's
Well,
great.
because I'm such a
It was like
Yeah,
how,
no, it's true. You're so
equalist, I thought that-
you're right.
I thought
That's a
that-
good point.
everyone got rings.
That's a good point. That's actually a really
So-
good point.
But I really thought that the guy bought himself an engagement ring and the girl an engagement ring, and then he engaged.
These are the
He
moments.
got-
It was
When
when Mahomes said the
21.
better ring was the engagement ring, and Billy said the only problem with Mahomes' statement is the engagement ring takes up a finger where a Super Bowl ring could go.
Oh, so
thus
you thought
disincentivizing
he was-
him to win more rings.
Yep.
So you thought he was saying the better ring was the engagement ring. He was talking about his own personal engagement.
I thought that you kneel, give the girl an engagement ring,
slip a cock ring on,
and you have a ring, and then
it's
the wedding ring.
You think
but
girls
he was
just
talking
walk
about
around
the
with,
Super Bowl
like,
ring,
a guy ring,
the,
just hoping that they get engaged?
Why would I know how marriage rings
a
work?
A promise ring.
If you were Patrick Mahomes, would you wear your Super Bowl ring as your wedding band?
Yeah,
I would. Mm-hmm. Doesn't get much better than that.
Double jeopardy.
Real football guy.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Jake, Philly Cat, PMT, and Big Dick Billy. 3 quick questions.
Is that true?
No.
Do all men...
size, what size are your shoes?
False advertising.
What size?
14.
And what size are your shoes, Hank?
12.
That one person, when you were trying to tell me that you were going to buy those with the reverse parlay, the 10.5s, and someone said, oh, Hank's getting Normie some shoes.
That was funny. I laughed at that. My brother was a size 12, and like basically for probably like sophomore, junior, senior year, freshman year of college, I wore size 12 because I convinced myself I was a size 12.
Yeah.
and then like I got older, and I was like, I was like, I'm not
sick of getting blisters all the time.
I was just like, I put on a smaller pair of shoes. Like, oh, these actually fit. These fit well.
You thought that your foot was like a goldfish, and the size of the tank that it was in, it would grow, it would expand until it filled.
Yeah,
I like that. I can respect that.
3 quick questions. Do all men chew tobacco and hide it? Is Tyga impressive? And does Billy have an OnlyFans?
AD got hurt.
Oh,
I deleted my OnlyFans.
That's tough.
Not all men chew tobacco and hide it, but most.
Yeah, a lot of them just chew it and don't hide
Black Buffalo, not tobacco.
Shout out.
What
was the second one? What do we think of Tiger?
Is Tyga impressive? I think he put his dick on OnlyFans.
Tiger?
Oh yeah.
Tiger.
Don't know who that is. Pass.
Tiger. Yeah, pretty impressive.
YMCMB.
Pass.
Well, yeah, I know who Tiger is.
Twista?
Don't
Remember
Tiger,
Twista?
Don't Tiger explain me.
Do you remember Twista?
Yeah, Twista.
That one video.
T-Raw.
That one video that Twista had.
You
That one
steak
music
Kylie
Celebrity?
Jenner.
She was. Those chicks were so hot. What is that? What was that?
Celebrity.
Oh.
Can make you a celebrity overnight.
No. Fuck. I'm gonna Google it. Twista music video hot.
Hey, PFTEA.
Big Ben's probably been
like
here
PFT.
before.
Big
Okay.
Cat, Hank, and William Football. I have an odd one for you. Actually, that's a bad one. Hey, Big Daddy Cat and Small Daddy PFT. Hey, Hank. So this weekend, my boyfriend and I were out and about trying to get a cat for our house when I got my period randomly at the pet store and told him that we have to go home. I know this sounds normal, but my boyfriend is kind of obsessed with periods and thinks they are the coolest thing ever and always asks if he can see every time I tell him. What should I do, and how do I tell him? How do I let him down gently for stopping him from wanting to see? Also, fuck the Cubs, go Cards.
He's just curious. He's curious in terms of your anatomy.
He's a vampire.
I think that's healthy. Good call, Billy.
Was it Get It
Is
Wet?
he iron deficient? Because you might be looking at you
I think you're
as
thinking
a
about
source of
Tyga,
nutrition.
Big Cat.
I am.
Yeah.
Twista had Get It Wet, and then he followed up with Wetter.
Yeah,
That's pretty nice.
yeah, the sequel.
Are you sure? Twista.
He was like early 2000s.
Yes.
He had a couple hot music videos, but it might have been songs that were featuring Twista. He was a big guy that would be featured.
He was featured?
He was featured a lot, yeah.
I'm sorry, but I'm checking out until I find.
Let's Go with Lil Jon.
You gotta
That's
find
Twista
this.
Yeah, he was
It
in
is
that.
something about like trying to find an old boner. Almost, you're basically going back in time, and be like, what was that thing that turned me on? I gotta find that.
Look up Celebrity.
Twista.
Celebrity.
When was that? When did that come out?
Mid 2000s.
Maybe. Finding a boner.
Hello, everybody. Big Cat PFT and Dipshit Billy.
That's not nice.
That's really not nice.
I'm a little
but
confused
also factually correct.
with my boyfriend's thought process after a big fight that we had. I told him I didn't want to see him for a few weeks and to leave the house. I've tried calling him, but no way. Oh, this is fake. All right. My bad.
And then there's a big picture of this fella sitting on the side of a bed. Oh, wait, you got me.
Hey, guys, especially
It might
PFT.
have been Overnight Celebrity, but no, it really got me going.
Can you get verbally wooded? Like in a question, if they write an entire question, and then it says like, oh, then there's a big black guy with his cock hanging out.
Twista.
Yeah, absolutely.
That'd be pretty cool. Try doing that to Hank next time.
My husband of 8 years and I know. My husband and I in 8 years are going to Jamaica for vacation in mid-November. Congrats on the vacation. And last week, he's been forcing me to watch sad movies. I didn't know why until I overheard talking to his buddy, telling his buddy that he's trying to make me cry, which will supposedly make me start my period, so I'm not on my period during vacation. My question, are all guys this oblivious to a woman's body, or is it just him?
It's like he's trying to recreate the moon. All he needs to do, this is so simple, this guy's an idiot, just paint a full moon on her ceiling. Or put like one of those glow-in-the-dark moon stickers, because the periods are controlled by that.
I'm still looking for this. I'm out.
But to answer your question, yes, every guy is exactly that dumb when it comes to period. They're mysteries to us. Might as well be trying to do calculus.
Sup, boys. Sup, Billy. I love your facts. Please keep them going. Why does my boyfriend follow half-naked girls on IG, and does this allow me to be half-naked on IG or OnlyFans? IG maybe, OnlyFans probably not.
Why do guys follow half-naked girls? Because they're awesome to look at.
It's the algorithm. We don't even have a choice.
It's not our fault.
True. That's true. I get pushed into it. Sometimes I'll follow a girl because she'll have like a very funny caption, and then in the next picture that she puts up, it's like, oh, I'm dumping them out.
Right, and
I feel violated.
When you join Instagram, it's like who to follow, and it's just you don't have a choice. They make you follow like 10 to 100 accounts right off the bat.
Yeah.
And it's just always girls for some reason. So it's really not his fault.
Mm-hmm. I follow like 7 different Jen Selter tribute accounts, and the algorithm did all that for me.
All right, last one. Big Cat's checked out. Hi, guys.
I think I found it, but it's bad.
Okay.
Do you regret your boner from back in the day?
No, you never regret a boner.
Well, it's featuring a certain
R. Kelly?
Yeah.
Oh. You didn't know at the time.
Yeah. Forget it.
What did R. Kelly actually do?
No.
Oh, my God.
What a loaded
End the show.
No,
End the show.
all right, what number?
I got 17.
No, like,
17.
I'm too
stop
young
talking.
to, like,
Very
know what
bad
happened.
things.
Stop talking.
A lot of bad things. Like
talking.
the worst
Stop
shit
talking.
ever.
It's like, oh, we don't talk about R. Kelly, but no one
we
actually
talk
says
about
what
it. It's
happened
bad.
with
It's
R.
bad.
Kelly.
Billy's going to take every number under 18.
18.
20,
30,
40,
40,
40,
34. Just know it's very bad and it's good that he's in jail. Let's say that. What is it? What is
the
it?
eagle noise,
80.
the eagle noise in Western movies, and what people think is the eagle noise, like, caw, is really actually a red-tailed hawk.
That's great.
Totally different bird.
No, but they used the recording of red-tailed hawk. Mm-hmm. But everyone thinks it's an eagle.
That's a good fact. Love you. I'm doing him. I'm hitting him with a hard count. Love you. Love you guys.
Walking away, I don't know what to say. I'll say it anyway. Today is another day to find you shying away. Oh, I'll be coming for your love, okay. Oh, I'll be coming for your love, okay. Oh, I'll be coming for your love, okay.
It's Pardon My Take, presented by Bar Stool Sports.